Yo, what's up, guys? Give me 1 second. I'm waking up. I'm getting here. Just give me 1 second, team. Ugh, man. Hey, good morning, guys. Sorry, let me catch back up. Hold on 1 second. Hey, what's up, Abir, Juan, James, Christian, Tiny, Matthew, Emmanuel, Steve, David, Chaz, Daniel, Bob, Suzette, Martin, Electro, Joel, Matthew, D. Look, I'm gonna just give up saying everybody's name. Anthony, Moon, AMC. What's up, guys? Mike, good morning, team. Alright. But yeah, we got Trxc. I seen a bunch of stuff start to pop up on my list. It's Monday, team. It's Monday, guys. Alright, look, we got PFIE showing up. I don't know if it's actually good or not. We got CCX or SCX, POLA. Is starting to push. Look at POLA. We got BKYI. Which, I mean, I don't know if I'm feeling this one. We got PPSI, NEOS. Most of the ones, the best movers that we have right now, these are the insignificant ones. The best movers that we have right now are really TENX, probably the top. We got ACRS, which is kind of moving too. CHNR, TRXC is gapping up some. NERV, Nerve. I haven't honestly seen this one, but Nerve honestly doesn't look bad either. Alright. Hey, we got 150 people here already, guys. What's up, guys? We got NERV. We're going to look up the catalyst for these moves. We're also going to look up the float here. Honestly, I haven't even opened up my Discord this morning, so I apologize about that. I'm running late. You know, if you guys don't remember, today was trash day. And I only remembered early this morning. SBE, Nerve, 41 million float, recycling is life. Hey, yes sir. It really is. Recycling is life. I mean, I'm not trying to be all save the planet. No. That's not, I mean, look, I want to save the planet. I'm not saying I'm not. I'm just going to run myself into a circle here. All I'm saying is that recycling is literally what life does as well, you know. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't recycle, but you know what I mean. I'm going to stop talking myself into a corner here. We got NERV ripping up. We got TENX. TNX looks strong, gapping up from 170s all the way to 285s. Looks very strong. CHNR looks very strong. GRTS looks strong too. I don't know if any of these are actually going to go up. I do want to preface my whole stream today with like, yeah, these are on my watch list, mostly just because they're gapping up. I'm not saying they're going to continue to go up. I'm not actually calling that they're going to continue to go up. We got Givo here, DBVT, CRNT. In fact, I think most of these will actually fail, believe it or not. I think. No, man. Sheesh. There we go. GRTS will go up. Yeah, we'll see. Hey, we got CRNT. PO, and this is basically it. We got a lot of stuff. OBSV showing up on the scanners today. I don't even know how I didn't see OBSV. Hey, what's up, T? What's up, Matthew? Oh, man. I finally had a video I put out. Finally, man. Oh, man. What's up, team? Struggling. I'm struggling right now. Hey, we got 208 beautiful people here, guys. Hey, listen, I appreciate you joining me for your morning time. Stock stuff. Let's look at some catalysts now. We got TNX probably at the top of my list. Like I said, probably. Hey, thank you, Q. Thank you, brother. Nerve making a move right now. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. If it holds the VWAP, it holds the VWAP. Alright, we're gonna start looking up some news. First one's TENX. I know we should probably look up maybe Nerve first, but like we're gonna look at TENX first. Alright, so this is 10x Therapeutics, and they announced the acquisition of PH Precision Med for 12.1 million unregistered shares that are securities convertible into stock. They expanded the pipeline into pulmonary arterial hypertension, PAH, a progressive fatal orphan disease without a cure. So they announced the acquisition of PH Precision Medical for 12.1 million unregistered shares. That's the news for TENX. The float of this one, let me start looking up float size. Alright, I can't. Alright. Yeah. I don't know what these are gonna do, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what these are about to do. I don't know if these are gonna hold or what, you know? Alright, so TENX has a float of almost 11 million. It's like 10.56 million for TENX. So it's a small enough float, and it's certainly on my watch list, so we'll watch this one for sure. I'm looking at ACRS. I guess this one can be on my list. Cannabis Therapeutics announced positive prelim top-line data from a 12-week phase 2A trial of the oral ATI 450 for moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis. I have no idea what rheumatoid arthritis is. I've seen a lot of commercials that have mentioned this illness, but I have no idea what it actually is. But hey, listen, Cannabis Therapeutics announced positive prelim top-line data for moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis. So they're working on it. I don't like the volume here, to be honest. Alright, but yeah, Alright, I don't know what's wrong with the scanner right now, but yeah, ACRS, this is Aclaris Therapeutics. They had that catalyst. We're also looking at CHNR here. CHNR, this is China Natural Resources Incorporated. I don't see any catalyst here. I'm assuming this is just up because of Biden getting elected, is what I'm assuming here. Not 100% sure, purely speculating, but I'm assuming that's what this is. The float of CHNR is 9.4 million, so it's pretty small as well. We'll watch it. We have GRTS as well. GRTS, this is Gritstone. This is Gritstone Oncology. It's a healthcare stock. It's pushing ahead on COVID-19 vaccine. So yeah, they advanced the second generation COVID-19 vaccine called the Coral program with support from the NIAID program. It has the potential to protect against mutant variants of COVID. So that's the catalyst for GRTS. I think the main spot is $9.50. We could also watch $10 up here, and obviously this pre-market high. But if I'm looking at levels above us, it's, you know, $9.50. We got $8.50 underneath us. We'll watch those for GRTS. I'll come back to some of these other ones and look at some catalysts here too. We got Trxc. I think this one's a larger float, though, if I remember correctly. The float is 95 million for Trxc. This is Trxc. They received the CE mark for machine vision systems in robotic surgeries. So yeah, they received the CE mark, whatever that is. I'm assuming that's good. They received that for machine vision system in robotic surgery. This was earlier this morning. It's a medical device company that digitizes the interface between surgeon and patient to improve minimally invasive surgery. They announced the company received the CE mark approval for the Intelligent Surgical Unit ISU that enables machine vision capabilities on the Senhance surgical systems, and this approval will provide Senhance digital laparoscopic programs in Europe access to this new technology, ushering them to the forefront of surgical innovation utilizing augmented intelligence, end quote. And that's all quoting from Business Wire here. So we'll see what happens for Trxc. It's a little bit larger float, but we're still watching it. The next one we have here is NERV. And this one has some really nice volume. Small float too. I think somebody said it's got like a 10 million float here as well. So yeah, Minerva, which is Nerve, is going to be acquired by Royalty Pharma. The royalty interest for an upfront payment of $60 million and up to $95 million in milestone payments. So yeah, this is an acquisition for NERV. It's still worth watching. This is the company that's getting acquired, which is NERV. I know somebody else mentioned the float. 41 million. Gotcha. Okay. Okay, nice. So the CE mark is quality certification in Europe. It's one of the golden certs to have. Hey, what's up, Nancy? Yeah, I mean, it probably is trash. I mean, obviously, most of these are. Oh, we got Gevo pushing up here. Gevo's gapping up some. Alright, so Dr. Patrick Gruber is supposed to participate in the Water Tower Research Fireside Chat Series on Thursday at 3, and I guess that's good. They announced that Dr. Patrick Gruber, so their CEO is going to participate in the Water Tower Research Fireside Chat Series on Thursday. This is the catalyst, I guess. I don't see anything else really, not new. So we're watching it. We got DBVT here as well, gapping up some on pretty low volume. But we're watching it nonetheless. Well, I mean, the acquisition is going to push the price of the stock of the company to the certain, acquired price. That's the first way it's going to influence price movement. The other way is just it varies. You know, sometimes you'll see acquisitions go to the price target and then go crazy after the open. Sometimes you'll see them just fail at the opening bell too. So that varies. But at the very least, usually in pre-market, you see the buyout price or you see the acquisition price pivot. We have INUV here as well. It's from 65 cents to 90 cents. Hey, nice, Tim. Alright, so sorry guys, I had to do some stuff on my computer. I had to check back with some stuff. Dude, why is it pre-market working here? I guess we'll look at the last 15 minutes. We got LJPC. INUV. Alright, what's up, Jude, Joel, Tiberius, Robert, Electro, Coding, Ace, K, Ransom, Jojo. I don't know about any guests today. Nobody's asked to come on today, at least, you know. But yeah, so Nerve is the acquisition, and it's pushing up big. Look, it's at 425s now. This is honestly a really strong move. We're watching it. We'll see what happens. Let me know in chat anything that I'm missing. Looks like you're already on top of it. Alright. Hey, what's up, Warner? Hey, good morning, man. So yeah, we'll watch this one. I'm looking for like a pullback to $4. I mean, I think that's the next pivot point. If we pull back to 4, I think that's the spot. It might also pull back to like the VWAP at 380s, but I don't hate like a pullback to $4. OPTT. I don't know, Hyper. It's gonna vary, brother. So what are cannabis stocks doing? I mean, I think that's the interesting catalyst. PPSI is honestly looking really strong too. Industrial stock. I don't see any catalyst move for it. It must be sympathy based, I'm assuming. We got GRTS as well. Let me know if I'm missing anything. I don't think I am. POLA, rip it up too. SOS is a former runner from the last week or so. We got SYN, CHNR, but CHNR, I don't know if I ever really got to draw any levels for this. Let's look at like 275 right here. And then 310. I don't hate this range. We might have a little bit of support at 250 right here too, but I guess we'll draw it. All right, so that's CHNR. This one, the problem with ACRS here is that the volume is so light. The volume's just low. Yeah, I use TD. Yeah, the problem with this one is the volume's too low, so we're watching like 10 in this, and that's it. When the volume's low, I usually draw less support and resistance because that encourages me not to trade it as much. If the volume's too light, maybe 925 right there, and then we'll leave it like that. PPSI is pushing up, no crazy volume yet. INUV, the main thing we're looking at here is just $1. We could also watch like 98. I don't know if that's worth it though, so we're looking at like these two levels and then the pre-market high up there for INUV. We'll watch that. Trxc, I think we already had the levels. I'm also watching 275, this low down here. With Nerve, we probably got some new levels to look at. All right, so there's the $4 pullback here. This is what I was talking about, and it can sway a little bit underneath it. That's fine, but we're looking for like the $4 bounce right here and see if that happens. That's what I would look for. I mean, you got the VWAP. If anybody caught the video I actually uploaded this weekend, it's a very similar strategy that I talked about in that video. Now, I'm not saying it's even going to work here. I haven't quite tested it as much as I would like to in pre-market, but it's the same type of strategy. If anybody caught that video. What's up, Trader T? Man, I'll tell you what, though. I had some fun banning old boy in the Discord yesterday morning. If anybody was in the Discord yesterday morning, I know I at like everybody, but I couldn't stop laughing about that. My wife thought it was hilarious, you know, because honestly, Two-Way had come at me and complained about him, and like I was kind of busy, so I never really got to look into it, and then I finally did, and it just felt good. Yeah, it was fun. Capper? Yeah, I got you. Sorry, I know we got a lot of people been calling out a lot of stocks. CAPR has no volume. I'm not sure I love it right now. CRNT, AJ, I got you. Yeah, CRNT is one that I haven't looked at. Let me see if I can find any news for this. This is Caragon Networks. They're trading higher. Not seeing any company-specific move to news to justify the price action here. So we're watching $6. We're watching this pre-market high up here. We're gonna look at like 675 too, and just watch these three levels. Not seeing any news for CRNT. We'll watch it though. It's worth watching. ISR, somebody else called out, and ISR is up. We need more volume for this one. For me to get involved, I need more volume. OGI has been trending up. Yeah, S&D, I was down. I saw that one. OPTT, Robert mentioned. Yeah, I got you, bro. Yeah, we're watching OPTT. Lower volume for sure, but it's not terrible. PPSI, I want to see some more volume come in here as well. The only level I can really confidently draw out is like 750 right here. Maybe 7. But again, low volume. We'll see what happens there. I'm seeing a few other ones show up on the scans like BQ, APTX. POLA might be good today. We've got some interesting levels, not only in pre-market right now, but from Friday. I don't know. Let me see. We're certainly gonna have to watch this 1550 level in here. So these are the levels I'm really watching for POLA. Although again, it's a little bit expensive for me, and the volume's not incredible. Oh, OBSV was another one I wanted to look at. OBSV. I know this one ripped like last week. I had a few good trades. A lot of the examples I used in my video were from OBSV. This one's up on no news though, so I'm very skeptical. There we go. We'll watch those. Sorry if I missed a lot of stuff. Yeah, Trader T. So the conversation went like this, right? The conversation went like this. It was like, I don't know if he realized that I was the Discord owner and that it was like my Discord. I don't know if he really realized that. But it's like, I posted my video from yesterday, right? And I think in the stock trading community, it's a pretty well-known thing that like low float stocks in the term penny stocks are interchangeable. When I say penny stocks, I'm not talking about literal penny stocks. I'm not talking about penny stocks that are 1 cent. You know, that's not what I'm talking about. When I say penny stocks, I'm talking about really any stock under $10. It's more so an umbrella term for talking about low float stocks. For me, it's like any stock under 10 or 15 bucks I'm referring to as a penny stock. And I think for most traders, especially in this community, that's what we refer to penny stocks as. It's mostly any stock under 10 bucks, really, right? And so when we say penny stocks, that's what we're referring to, and that's pretty standard across all facets of the trading community for the most part. Sure, you're gonna have some, people that disagree with that, and that's okay, right? And so anyways, I told him that. I was like, I'm not literally trading penny stocks. I was like, when I say penny stocks, I'm just referring to low float stocks. That's really what I mean by it. Low float stocks, really any stock under $10, even if it doesn't have a low float, I'm calling a penny stock. And he just started to get really disrespectful. He was like, you can check it out at you can go to investopedia.com if you need info. I'm sitting there, I'm like, is this dude throwing shade at me? Like, is this dude really throwing shade at me like right now? For what reason? You know? Like, what's the purpose? You know, like, what's the purpose of that? You know what I mean? Like, what's the purpose? And so I told him, and this dude's been super active in a Discord, and honestly, Two-Way told me beforehand this dude was gonna get mad. Two-Way was like, this dude's gonna get weird at you if you don't get weird with you if you don't agree 100% with him, right? He's one of those heroes that needs to be right for validation. And so eventually I told him, I was like, how weird do you have to be super active in a Discord for weeks? To be super active in a Discord and then get weird and disrespectful to the Discord owner over a subjective opinion-based thing. I was like, I verified with 2 people that I wasn't misinterpreting the attitude here. And whether the VWAP works on penny stocks is completely subjective. That's opinion-based. Right? That's like saying chocolate cake is good. You know what I mean? You know? So it's like, the fact that he got weird because of that is what I told him. I was like, the fact that you got weird over that showed massive immaturity. Just massive immaturity. And so, with that said, you're now banned, and I'll now at everyone so they can laugh at you. Good day, sir. You know? And honestly, it was fun. I had a fun time doing it, and yeah. Hey, what's up, Abel? What's up, Trader T? Yeah, that's possible. Dude, I love chocolate cake, bro. If anything, I eat too much chocolate cake, bro. Like, my wife is mad at me because I'm over here eating cake. You know, trying to low-key eat cake all day. And so, but my point is that it's opinion-based. It's subjective, you know? Like, how do you get mad at somebody over that? And that's what I'm saying. Like, same thing with call-outs, right? Like, you could give call-outs to your team. That's fine. Like, if you want to give call-outs and picks, that's cool. You just can't get mad at somebody if they don't follow your call-outs. You know why? Because it's a subjective opinion-based thing. You know what I mean? People are crazy, bro. Anyways, I'm gonna stop making fun of the guy and telling the drama story, and we'll move on. Givo here is looking okay. We're watching Givo. Yeah, I hit him with the... No, I hit him with the... I even hit him with the Willy Wonka gif, right? That says, "You lose. Good day, sir." You know? Oh, it felt good. I even let it sit there. It felt good, honestly. I let it sit there for like 30 seconds just so he could take it all in. And I saw him starting to respond to it, and then I just banned him before he could. You know, it felt good, honestly. I can't lie. Hey, my man, appreciate the support. Hey, Tim, thank you, bro. I appreciate the $5 donation, brother. It's pretty early for these donations, man, but thank you, dude. I appreciate the support, brother. Shout out to you, man. Thank you, Tim. Also, shout out to Abel with the $2. Hey, yeah, yes, sir. You know it. You know how they do, Abel. You know how it is, man. You know, you guys know my character flaw. My character flaw is engaging with the haters. That's my character flaw, you know. I'm gonna have to give myself a penalty every time I talk about haters. You know, the chat would love that, I'm sure. You know, but I appreciate it, Abel. Thank you, brother. Shout out to you, man. Thank you, dude. Anyways, but yeah, Jivo's looking strong here. I don't see any company-specific news that's justifying this, but Jivo's moving. We'll watch it. I'm looking at $9. Hey, that's a great idea, you know. He probably did, Richard. You know, who knows, bro. Yeah, I mean, it's very easy, though. And like I said, I apologize I didn't see that guy earlier. It's been busy on my end, so I apologize. Hey, thank you, Mike. Hey, good day to you as well, sir. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate the support, brother. Seriously, thank you very much. Appreciate the $5 donations, guys. The $2 donation, Abel, man. Hey, listen, I appreciate the support regardless. You know, I seriously do. Thank you, guys. But yeah, Jivo making moves here. So we're watching $9, and I think $9.09 pre-market high makes sense to watch that as well. We're looking at 825s, 850s. Maybe $8 underneath us. We're watching that as well for Jivo. We're watching it. Yeah, Biden. Okay, so Biden appointed somebody in Jivo, they're saying. That makes sense. What are some key stocks I should have on my watch list in your opinions? Look at the title, bro. Look at the title, man. Hey, yes sir, LC. Oh man, I like that comment, Alex. I know I know you're kind of low-key throwing shade at me with that comment, but I still like it, you know. Alex says, "What the F is up with this music? I feel like I'm on hold to a creditor or a debt collector," right? Yeah. Don't judge me, you know. But yeah, we got TNX starting to push up. We'll see what happens here. Watch it 325s. ACRS, RCON. Yeah, no, I know, Alex, you're good, bro. Like I said, all right, but yeah, we're watching 280s, 275s, really, right here. So we'll see what happens with TNX. We're moving. Now ACRS is moving. It kind of pushes it outside of my price range. I mean, I could trade it if I wanted to, and I have the equity to trade it, to be honest. But I'm not trying to use this much equity per trade. You know, I know the range is big enough, though, so I could, I guess, take like a quarter, 25 share position and spend like, you know, $300. But Yeah, maybe. I guess we could probably do that. We'll watch it regardless. I could take small seer size with this too. What did we get? What was the nerve? Nerve was the one, right? Oh man, I was looking for nerve to hold at 4 and then we just didn't. And so yeah, this is why I haven't really tested this in pre-market, to be honest. So like, we'll see what happens. For me to be bullish in this one again, I need it over the VWAP, and I need it to hold over $4 for NERV. I don't know if we're actually gonna do that, but that's what I'm watching for. Somebody else mentioned RCON, and RCON's not really that bad. And it's not terrible. I mean, the volume isn't the highest, but it's not the lowest either, and the movement's good. So this is Recon announcing the development of an AI-based control system of electric submersible pumps. It's China-based oil field. So we'll see what happens. I don't understand. Every day you get one dislike. What a coincidence. It's not a coincidence. It's literally the same dude. Like, it's just one guy, bro. It's just one dude. What do you think about GEVO and GILT? I'm assuming you mean GEVO. What program are you using, bro? Or do you know which software of stocks where we can see all the news related to particular stocks? I use Benzinga, and Benzinga is super helpful. Even if you don't want Benzinga Pro, here's the link to check out Benzinga. That's the link. And so, yeah, we're watching RCON, Sun W. We're looking at this one too. It doesn't have the best volume and it's a little bit too expensive for me, but we're watching it. TENX. My main watches are TENX, NERV, Trxc, and GEVO. Those 4 are probably my main watches. I mean, we got a few other stuff to watch, like CRNT is looking okay. GRTS is looking alright. But a lot of these are expensive and the volume's light, so I don't know. Look at METX, guys. METX is the most recent one. Look at this. This one's not bad. The volumes get picking up a little bit. Hey, Richard, keep it what's the word? Keep it respectful in a, you know what I mean. Don't say that, bro, as you know what I mean. Like I said, appreciate you being here. Don't say that. Nah, you're good. But yeah, can you sell one of my houses in Alibaba? Oh, in Alabama. No, but I can refer you to an agent in your area that can consequently sell your house, and thus I can earn a referral fee. The good thing about being a real estate agent, let me tell you this, okay? The good thing about being a real estate agent is that you can make commissions on referrals, right? So like, I'm a real estate agent in Texas. Even if you're not in Texas, you know, I can still refer you to the best agents in your area, in my opinion, at least, and you know, make a, you know, get a check from that if you want to help support your boy here, you know. Yeah. Yeah. What's up, Yasir? Yeah, right, for sure, Jason. That's the easiest part of being a real estate agent, to be honest. I'm in North Houston suburbs. All right, so this is METX. They established a TikTok multi-channel network to address digital education market. The online ELT platform incubated by Met and Trxc established the TikTok MCN in August and has been providing internet celebrity ELT short videos on TikTok since August 8th. So yeah, some type of TikTok deal with METX. We'll see what happens. It's a Chinese play as well. But yeah. And I mean, look at ACRS. This one's running. I gotta see what news is bringing this. Aclaris Therapeutics, they announced positive prelim top-line data from 12-week phase 2A trial of oral ATI 450 for moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis. So yeah, we actually looked at that one already. Here, hold on, guys. Hold on. Hold on. Alright. But yeah, we got ACRS ripping up 16 million float of METX. Hey, I appreciate that. Hey, thank you, Yasir. I appreciate that, dude. Hey, what's up, Chris? What do I think about Apple? Apple, I mean, it's not really something I genuinely trade. I mean, it's up. Yeah, I mean, Apple basically trends with the market for the most part. So we'll watch what Apple does, but I don't know. ACRS's daily doesn't look bad here. It's honestly a really strong daily chart for ACRS. TENX, I mean, it's not terrible relative to some of these other penny stocks. CHNR is about what we usually see with penny stocks. Nerve, weak. Givo, really strong daily chart. DBVT's been weak, but it's starting to push up. It doesn't look terrible. I mean, over 7 was strong, and so I think $7 is a big level for DBVT. So, like, right here. We'll see, though. The volume's not the greatest, to be honest. Man, GameStop's up to $40. Who is pumping GameStop up here? Like, let me, like, alright, guys, look. Why is GameStop doing so well? Like, who is optimistic? You know it's not their business here, okay? You know GameStop's not making money. Why is GameStop doing so well? Somebody explain it to me. Hey, I appreciate you being here, Funk. Funk says, I've been watching you from the shadows in the past 2 weeks, picking up how all of this gets done. Did my first live trade this morning and made a nice $25 profit. Hey, nice, brother. Congrats, man. Thank you for providing all this info for free in a market where everyone is trying to rip you off. I really appreciate it. Hey, I'm happy you're here, bro. Welcome, dude. Appreciate the support for sure. There's some possible news about cryptos being possibly regulated with the Biden administration. I wonder if I should get out of Riot or Merit. I mean, Biden is backed by the big banks. I mean, that's true. And the big banks are certainly going to be against crypto because it allows people to kind of cut them out as the middlemen. And so we'll see. I don't know. It might be sensationalist, but we'll see. After last Friday, guys, I'm avoiding political talks like the plague. Hey, thank you, Bhaskar. I appreciate that, dude. Yeah. Politics is the plague, bro. Hey, what's up? What's up, dude? VISL. We got a few people asking about VISL. ONVO. PIXY. OBSV. OBSV is still not bad. I don't know why this one's not moving. Like, I don't know why people aren't really talking about this. I don't see a catalyst. I guess it's just moving from the big moves earlier in the week. But I'm watching OBSV. Yeah, I mean, politics is so polarizing. You know, it's so polarizing. And you know, especially for somebody like me who's like a moderate. Like, I'm not really shilling for either side. And so it just gets too polarized here. And so I'm going to avoid political talks from now on, guys. I hope you guys understand that. Even if the only way I'm ever going to talk about politics is if it's solely based on the market. And even then, I'm going to keep it short and sweet after that. METX, let's see if we get some levels here now. Polarizing. Hey, what's up, 3? VISL. I mean, VISL's gapping up. We'll see what happens here with it. Week daily chart. Weekly chart. No pun intended. Pretty weak daily chart too. I mean, it's up to 215s now. I'm looking at like 250 above us. That's what I would watch. We'll see. I mean, it's not terrible. It's not great. Daily chart looks weak in my opinion, but yeah, you never really know. And to be honest, sometimes I feel bad because it's like I get a lot of people that want me to look at certain stocks, and I'm not saying anybody here is doing this, but a lot of people want me to look at certain stocks, right? And the reason they want me to look at it is because they're holding some, and so they want me to say, hey, it looks good, it's going to continue going up, but a lot of the time I'm about to be like, hey, that thing looks weak, you know? And I hope you guys understand, I'm really not trying to down all your stocks. I'm just giving my honest opinion, and that's okay. We can all have different, you know, it's subjective. It's subjective, opinion-based, and I hope you guys understand. Honestly, I got a new mouse, or I switched mouses to a wired mouse. Hopefully that'll work better. We got AMC pushing up as well. No, yeah, no, you're good, Jose. I got you, brother. SGBX. Hey, what's up, PJ? Hey, man, this month I made almost 10,000 by watching your videos. Thanks. Hey, no stress. Armand, happy to help, I guess. Riot? Okay, so yeah, I guess we can look at Bitcoin now. A lot of people talking about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is sitting. I mean, it's just consolidating right now. Like, this is just a period of consolidation. It doesn't mean it's good or bad yet, right? We had this big rip up to the mid 40s. And now in the last, 3 or 4 days, we've just been consolidating. You know what I mean? Like, we've just been hanging out. And so we could be strong. We could be weak. I don't know what Bitcoin's going to do now. Yeah, it doesn't look terrible. Daily chart still looks pretty strong on Bitcoin. And so with that, I mean, it just depends on what Bitcoin's going to do. I'm assuming Riot and MARA are going to be moving with Bitcoin like they always do. And Bitcoin today has been slightly up. And so we have RIOT and MARA that are slightly up in pre-market as well. We'll see what happens. But that's the kind of catalyst I'm looking at for those. Trying to look at some recent moves. We got like MN. Still looking at CRNT. Somebody said NXTD, and NXTD is just too slow for me right now. Just too much, too weak. We got SYN as well. I'm also looking at POLA, obviously. But it didn't really hold over that 1350 VWAP level, so we'll see. VSTO, NNDM. NNDM doesn't look too bad. VSTO, I mean, it's just slow. Good daily chart, though. Strong daily chart, but slow. Slow for me as a day trader. NNDM. Yeah, NNDM's not bad. It's just low volume gap, so that's the only thing. Yeah, we're looking at TENX. We'll see. Alright, so TENX is actually breaking above 3 now. Yeah, I'm mostly just trading American stocks, Jay. Yeah, I mean, like I said, for me in NERV, I mean, anything could happen with these low floaters. I don't know how low the float is. I think somebody said this one's 40 billion, right? For me, I need it over the VWAP, and I need it over $4 to change the sentiment for me. If you guys caught the video I put out this weekend, one of the big things that you're doing with the VWAP is, like, I'm just using it to identify sentiment changes. Like, so a lot of the time, what I'm really looking for is like a drop at the opening bell. If a stock rips up at the open, I'm usually not going to mess with it. It's a little bit too risky for me there. But what I'm usually trying to use with the VWAP and penny stocks specifically is just sentiment changes. So if I get a drop at the opening bell and then volume starts to come in, the stock crosses over the VWAP area, then it's logical to assume that the sentiment is changing to an upward bullish sentiment, and that's what we're trying to take advantage of. And so with NERV, for me, it needs to get back over the VWAP. It needs to go like this. You know, that's what I think. That would make me interested in it. You know, if we pulled this type of move. Push over this, pull back, hold, bounce. That's what I would be looking for, at least for me. Anything under $1? Yeah, there's a few I was looking at that are under $1. INUV is probably the main one. So INUV... Company priced a 13.3 million share common stock offering at 60 cents per share. This was on the 14th, so last week. So we'll see what happens. They already did the offering, and we're up from that. I'm looking at $1. See if we break over that. No, Oscar. I learned about penny stocks from a lot of different people. It's mostly just look at Gevo. Gevo bouncing at 825. Yeah, it's just a number of different people that I learned from. Nobody. It wasn't one specific person. It was just kind of an accumulation of a lot of different people. A lot of different people's knowledge, really. Oh, ZOM, my bad. Yeah, I could look at ZOM. Carol Baskin is all I think about when I see ZOM here. And this one's, honestly, the last week, it's just been sideways. So, like, sure, we got up to 140s on the 12th. We came back down to 80 cents. We're back up to 1 now. So, we'll see if we hold. Big steps, big levels are $1. I'm looking at $1. I'm looking at this 115 level. That's about it. Honestly, it's got Let me see what the float is. I know the float's probably pretty big, right? I'm sure the chat's gonna look this up before I even have the time. So the float on Zoom is... Sorry. Okay, so yeah, the float on Zoom is 540 million. Thank you, Nancy. So yeah, the float of Zoom is 540 million. So a large float. That's a pretty big float, team. It only moves, it moves pretty slow. That's the only issue with me. It's just a slow mover. AESE is ripping up, guys. Look at AESE. It's sitting at 208 now. This is Allied Esports, and they sold their WPT business. That's going to garner significant cap and an avenue to determine new opportunities. So yeah, they sold for 68.3 million in cash plus an additional 10 million revenue share earnout. Wait, they sold the World Poker Tour. Oh, it's the WPT. I know them. I get why they sold it right now, at least. I mean, it's got to be, the WPT has got to be kind of struggling right now, just because if you guys don't follow the poker scene, if you guys don't follow the poker scene, like the World Series of Poker, they didn't have an actual event this year. They switched it to a main event online, and so a lot of it has gone to online, and I still think there are opportunities there, but yeah, it should be an interesting thing to watch for AESE as well. Man, ACRS is still moving here, guys. It's up to 1260s now. Honestly, it's kind of a crazy move. But yeah, AESE is worth watching. Yeah, we're watching AESE, ONCS. ACRS is ripping up though. TENX. Alright, so Ross is playing ACRS. Interesting. When does E-mini start to have more volume? At the open, mostly. Yeah, for sure, Jay. A lot of interesting stuff. TENX is starting to push too here, but a lot of people are talking about Ross pushing ACRS. As soon as he sells, it's gonna dump. Yeah, for sure. AVGR? Yeah, we can look at AVGR, man. ACRS is still pushing. It's at 1312s, guys. It's certainly too expensive for me to trade in pre-market. AVGR, I think we got some interesting levels underneath us, specifically 160 and 150. I mean, those are major levels from the previous few days, and it held its gains for the most part. We'll watch it over 175. Small range, though. I'm guessing it's a larger float stock. But yeah, ACRS is up to 13s. We're still looking at Trxc as well here, but it's looking kind of weak now, too. Yeah, we're watching Trxc. TENX is trying to get over 3. We're watching this too. Givo is back over 850s as well. We also have like PIXY. We got GRST. I don't know if I talked about this one, but this one's kind of moving too. Nerve. I mean, it's holding at 370s. Yeah, there's just a lot of stuff to watch, guys. Yeah, Givo is sitting over 850. We'll see if it holds at 850 now. There's just a lot of stuff. Like I said, my main full watch list, like what I'm really watching today, obviously I'm watching ACRS. I'm a little skeptical in this one now, though. It's just up so much already, and it's probably getting, you know, pumped up a little bit. So we're watching ACRS, TENX. We're still watching Nerve, although it's not at the top of the list anymore. We're watching Givo. Givo, AESE is one that we're kind of looking at now, but it's not the greatest. And then we're looking at POLA and TENX. So TENX, TRXC, ACRS, Givo, and that's basically the main ones. We got a bunch of other stuff that we're looking at as well, just because there's a lot of stuff moving, but that's mostly what we're watching. SENS, I mean, I gotta look at the daily chart to see what, I mean, SENS, I think we're, you know, we got some interesting levels above us, right, at like 180s, but it still has to fight its way back and get all the way above those before I get, you know, before I'm specifically interested in it. We'll see. SOS maybe, NCTY. Oh, RCON wasn't that bad, but it's just not holding its gains either. We're looking at OBSV as well. A lot of green on this board. Yeah, I mean, I'm not, when I'm writing these stocks, I'm not telling you to buy these stocks. That's not what I'm doing. When I make these lists and when I'm bringing up these stocks, I'm talking about stocks that are gapping up on the day. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about stocks that are up. These aren't my recommendations to buy, obviously. I mean, this is just a watch list of stocks that are up already, that are gapping up mostly. This is just a gappers list for the most part. I think most of these will actually probably fail. At least, you know, historically, most of these will fail. And so I'm just trying to react to the ones that don't. See if we can get some opportunity in there. CHNR isn't terrible either. TNX rejected 3. Givo rejected 850s. Yeah, we're looking at this one, although low volume for me, bro. Yeah, we're watching SOS. Yeah, ACRS is up big. What's up, Mo? AMC? Yeah, I kind of looked at AMC earlier. Such a big float here. Such a big float. NDRA, maybe. You just got a lot of stuff to watch, to be honest, so we're going to have to wait until the bell. SYN. AESE is spiking up a little bit. Am I trading with a large account? Not really. I don't think it would be considered large. What do I think about BNGO? Crazy moves last few days and strong daily chart, but who knows what it's going to do like individually today. MN getting a little bit of volume. Yeah, I mean, we got some stuff. We're going to watch like CRNT and DBVT. But main watch is, again, ACRS, which is the biggest percentage mover today. TENX. TRXC, Givo, INUV a little bit. We're watching that one too. CRNT, and that's basically it. We're watching OBSV as well today, but that's basically it. I mean, like I said, the stocks that I'm interested in are going to change depending on what they do. TRXC, we'll see if it holds 265. Nerve never held. We'll see if it or Nerve is holding, but we'll see what happens here, I guess. FCEL, yeah, just a larger float stock, a little bit too expensive for me. We got CEI as well we're looking at. But ACRS is kind of the crazy mover right now. APHA, Cannabis Stock, we'll watch that. I mean, I'm not necessarily against watching it. Check out the title, Z. We're hitting 14s for ACRS. Hey, Austin, brother. Hey, message me on Discord, Austin. Hey, yeah, y'all join our Discord. Yeah, hey, Austin, message me real quick, brother. But yeah, ACRS moving. Yeah, Austin, I tried to find you, bro. I couldn't find any way to get in touch with you, dude. Beginner trading. Here, I'll talk about it in the main chat. Yeah, I just put something in the main chat. CAPR, GVP, OCC. That's some light speed typing. Yeah, I mean, I'm a programmer, so if you guys ever know it, all my programmers here can explain, you know. There's something different about programming, though, where you gotta, Yeah, I mean, for sure. But when you program, you kind of get into a flow state of it, and it helps. But yeah, we'll see what happens here. I'm still watching Givo. Givo's back over 850s. We got GRTS is another one I'm watching that is now falling down. It's at 880s. Let me know if I'm missing anything. I don't think I am. I see GVP starting to push up, and we'll see if it ends up bouncing at like $2. Oh yeah, for sure. My programming is more, you know, but yeah, I'm in JavaScript, so if I have to see another curly bracket, I'm gonna destroy my computer, you know. Really, I've been doing React lately, which is a lot of curly braces, a lot of state initiations and initializing and all that nonsense. Gross web dev. You must be back end, I'm assuming. Spy, Trxc. Yeah, we're watching Trxc. Some people saying AVGR. AVGR is kind of moving. It's just too slow. AESE. Hey, what's up, Hodges? Yeah, I'm not much of a Java person. The only languages are, I mean, I know some Python, but it's not in like a professional Python. Like I can't program. I mean, I can program in Python, and I can write little games and stuff. And like I can do mathematical equation programs and stuff like that in Python. But my specialty is more so JavaScript and React. That's mostly what I'm doing. Yeah, we're watching Nerve here, and I think Nerve is kind of at the line in the sand level. I mean, we can see this here at 360s. We got a few confirmations there that we got to watch. ACRS is at 14, and I mean, who knows what's happening with this. The float's got to be pretty small for ACRS. No team? It's got to be, right? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's JavaScript, and like I said, I love Python, the language, more, but it's 37 million in the float. I'm honestly kind of surprised. The float is this large, just because of how much this thing has moved. I mean, this thing opened up the pre-market, this thing opened up extended hours at $6. This thing's at 14 now. So this thing's up like 250%. So we'll see what happens here. It's interesting for sure. Yeah. Yeah. Tiva. Do you have any thoughts on the craziness around Python on spacing requirements? I spit on you for sure. Yeah. But you gotta love Python though. It's so fluid. You know, it's so literal is what's great about Python. Python's the language most traders or most programmers should learn on because it's so fluid, it's so literal. So it's easier to learn because it's such a literal language as opposed to something more obscure like C or C+ and all that stuff. What do I think about GameStop? I think GameStop is actually I don't like the long-term success of GameStop. Unless GameStop does something truly different from its current business model of being a retail video game store, I think eventually GameStop will certainly fail. At the same time though, if I'm being honest, I didn't like GameStop when it was at like $10. And so it's at 40 now, so I was clearly wrong about my initial view of it, and I don't mind being honest about that. I was obviously wrong about my long-term view of GameStop, at least currently. But again, as a video game player myself, GameStop is shady. And I don't think their business model is a profitable one moving forward, and with the current technological advances, I don't think the business model is going to succeed long term. So they would have to switch up their business model if they want to survive. And I don't know if they're going to, but that's my honest take on it. Like I said, I was wrong about it before, though, and so who knows? Maybe this thing could go to 100. I have no idea, you know. Yeah, GameStop is a used car dealership, yeah, for sure. That's basically it. I mean, I don't know if they have anything outside of retail. We'll see. But yeah, ACRS got up to 15s, team. 15s here. We'll see what happens. I'm looking for a pullback to 14s. Yeah, I think it's completely overvalued too. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, coding. So coding says it's a high-level language. I honestly, you got two sides of people. Some people say Python is the best language for beginners, right? And they say that because it's not a super strict syntax. It's very literal, so they can kind of put the programming concepts and see it because it's such a literal language. But at the same time, though, for new programmers, it actually might be best for them to learn a more complex language like C or C+, because if they actually learn that, when they move forward with their programming, it's going to be much easier. So if you learn on C or C++, you're going to be way better of a programmer than if you learn on Python in the beginning, just because C is an objectively hard language to learn, right? And so if you learn that for your first language, moving on to something like Python would be very easy as opposed to learning something like that. And so I can see kind of both arguments there, to be honest. All right, I'll stop talking about programming now. We got GVP, which initially showed up on the scanner, and it's back down to 190 here, so we'll see. Trxc, we're watching it over 275. But yeah, ACRS got up to $15 and rejected exactly off of there. I'm waiting for the dump, and I would be very careful if you're trading this, guys. Very careful. You know, this thing could crash at the opening bell, potentially. Who knows? It could rip up big. I don't think it will. Is this the drop here? So here's a big drop down to 14. Right, exactly, John. And that's the logic there. Yeah, I could kind of see that. Hey guys, let's do this. We got a minute and a half, team. Yep, yes sir. All right, so watch ACRS. Y'all be careful. We got CH&R dropping some too. INUV is starting to push up. Nerve still holding at 360 or so, but the main watch is ACRS, and I think a lot of people are watching this to see if it's gonna fail. We got GVO here pushing up towards these highs. So GVO and ACRS are the top two on my list this morning for the opening bell. Those two. We got 1 minute, guys. Let's do this. I'm gonna switch these scans over and alright guys, let's do this. Good luck. Alright. Hey guys, let's do this. Yes, sir. 20 seconds. Hey, Givo's pushing up. We'll see what happens here. Hey, I already got the trash, bro. I appreciate that, D. Thank you, sir. Alright, here's the bell, guys. Good luck. Alright, there we go. Alright, there we go. Alright, TENX, guys. Look at TENX. Dropping down some. TENX. Givo still pushing up. INUV. What a... Here's ACRS. SENS. Alright, so there's ACRS hitting that $15 level. ACRS just broke 15s, got up to 1520s. So ACRS just broke 15s, got up to 1550s, guys. Big pullback down to 1490s, big rejection. Y'all be careful. I see these happen a ton where at the opening bell they just dump. So y'all be careful. Alright, look at that down wick, guys. Wow, or look at that up wick. Yeah, this is what happens. It might get halted here. Whoa. Alright, so we're breaking down. That looks very weak, honestly. Givo's dropping. We got INUV. INUV is starting to push up. Look, here's INUV. It's up to over $1 now. We're trying to test $1 here. We got CLXT, SENS, and TENX here. Still looking at Givo pulling back to 850s. We'll see what happens there. INUV is trying to make some moves. TBLT, look at a TBLT rejecting at 1. TBLT's moving up some. NVCN. NVCN is moving up some. Watching Givo. OBSV. Look at OBSV, guys. This one's not terrible. Alright, so here's a pullback. Alright, it's too extended away from the VWAP for OBSV. We're watching OBSV, though. Also, look at GILT. GILT's up to 850s. Alright, ACRS is still sitting at 14s. Here goes Givo. Also, INUV did break over that $1 level. Alright, so we are in INUV here. Alright, Givo, guys. Givo's breaking under the 880s levels. Look at Givo here. Look at Givo. Givo's breaking over the 880s levels. Look at CHNR, guys. CHNR. Look at Nerve, NERV. Nerve is starting to push up. Givo, though. What do I want to take for Givo? Givo, big rejection there. Alright, CHNR, guys. Look at CHNR. CHNR is a little bit too extended. We're still looking at Givo here, mostly Givo. Alright, we're going to see if INUV can hold at 1. That's mostly what we're doing. Yeah, we're going to get out here. It might push back up here. I just don't like it enough to worry about it too much. I'll take the $4 loss. Alright, so The problem here with this is that the VWAP is so low. It's hard to base a trade off of. We got CHNR starting to rip up, guys. CHNR is getting some volume coming in. Looking pretty strong. My main watch is GVO right now. Mostly GVO. I'm also looking at Nerve here, which is starting to push back up. NERV. Man, CHNR just rejected there. Nerve, still pretty low volume, to be honest. And we're still watching GVO here. Ooh, look at Nerve just ripped down, guys. That's actually a big drop. PIXY is squeezing up. Wow, man. Look at Nerve with a crazy drop. $79s. I'm looking at like 81s. Alright, so we're in with 50 shares of GVO here. We're going to see if we get a squeeze up. Now, we got out a half there for GVO. We're going to let the rest ride, hopefully, here. 95s. 96, 97. There we go. Let's see if we break 9 here. We'll get out the rest there. No. There's 94s, 95s, 97s. See if we can break 9. 99s, looking good. Alright, we got out. Small little win, but that brings us to green on the day for GVO here. I'm still kind of looking at CHNR, and we're watching GVO still. I mean, I don't hate GVO. I think the sentiment looks really strong. Looks like getting out of INUV was the right move. I'm also looking at, like, PIXY. Look at PIXY's trying here. GILT, COCP. ACRS dumped at the open, which is what I thought might happen. If you guys remember me saying it, that's kind of what I thought would happen here. AHPI, look at AHPI here, team. Alright. Alright, so I see LIXT. I mean, GVO looked really strong. Maybe I should have held a little bit longer, but yeah. BNGO. Yeah, Bingo doesn't look bad. I mean, it really doesn't. That looks okay. TENX dropped. Like, right now, we're looking for some reversals. So we got, like, I'm looking, maybe a pullback to 9 might be good for GVO. Let me see where the pre-market high was. So the pre-market high was right here, like 907. Pull back to like 9. Maybe the pre-market high doesn't look terrible. Yeah, that's kind of how it happens. I'm still watching GVO. I'm still looking at BNGO as well. I mean, Nerve just dumped at the open. Yeah, I'm still looking at Givo here. Maybe a little 1 minute pullback rip here at 9:30, but it's too extended for me. It's just really high up there at this point. Bingo had a nice rip, and the problem with Bingo is just crazy range here. Look at BNGO. Just the range is huge. We're still watching Givo here. All right, we're in with 25 shares. We got that dip that we wanted. All right, there's 9s. We're gonna add a little bit more. No fill. Okay. All right, so we're in with 50 shares now for Givo. Am I lagging? Oof. Oof. Yeah, get me out of this thing, man. I mean, we'll let it try to bounce here, but... close to break even, but man... if we get back to the 80s, I gotta get out of this. And it's alright. Yeah, we gotta get out of there. Alright, so small loss for Givo. The VWAP's just a little bit too low for me, unfortunately. Look at Bingo, though, guys. BNGO. This little pullback was nice. Yeah, we're looking for some. We're looking for stuff to kind of start reversing at this point in time. Like we got. CRTD. I'm looking at some of my scanners here. GILT is probably one of the main. Look at GILT. SENS is starting to get a push. Look at SENS here. Look at SENS, guys. It's up to 160s. All right, so there's 164s. 162s. Not terrible. SEAC. Look at SEAC. SEAC's at 170s. I need more volume for me. Like, this thing needs more volume. INUV ended up dumping. I'm kind of looking at CRNT. But it's got a long way to rebound, to be honest. CHNR is showing up on the scan. CHNR. There's 260s. All right, there's CHNR, guys. It's up to 270s. Honestly, a crazy move. And I don't hate the volume. The volume looks okay. I just needed to pull back maybe to like 250s before I'm getting interested here. ZOM, TENX. All right, we're scalping bingo. Holding 25 shares left. I might get out another 10 since there's no... All right, we got 15 shares left. We're trying to ride this up. 90s, 94s, 95s. All right, we got 5 shares left. We're gonna get out the rest there. All right, so we made a nice little $13 win. That brings us to green on the day with BNGO. We got the pullback to 475, and then we took a quick scalp. We'll take that. I'm still looking at CRNT. And like, so this one starts to break over 625 right here and also above the VWAP. I might get a little more interested in it. Alright, so CHNR here, making big rips, big squeezes. We'll see if we hold at the VWAP. Like I said, I don't hate a pullback to 250, but it's got to hold, and I'm not quite sure it's going to be honest. We're still looking at CHNR and SENS. Here's SENS, it's at 160, so we're watching that. BLU and QTT showing up on the scans. Look at BLU here, it's at 411s. Getting some volume coming in, I don't hate it. So we got the U-shape, the cup, handle, and then the break. We held at the VWAP too. So if you see what BLU did holding here, that's kind of what I'm looking at with the CHNR. We'll see if it holds. UAMY. CLXT as well. Problem is, I mean, what's the float? TBLT. Yeah, TBLT's kind of up. It needs some more volume. SENS. ACST, guys. If you like really cheap penny stocks, ACST's moving. TBLT, ORBC. Here's BNGO pulling back some. So we're pulling back to 9s here. We'll see if we hold. I think 950 is going to be an interesting pullback to watch. TBLT. Look at AEZS here. That's kind of getting close to the previous high right here. Not the best volume, though. Certainly need more volume for that one. VIOT, TBLT. So here's TBLT pulling back. Looks like a large float, so I'm probably not going to mess with TBLT right now. Here's BNGO, so we did bounce here. Here it goes, so we're up to 980s. I'm still kind of looking at CRNT, and when I'm talking about CHNR pulling back, man, maybe I could have gotten that dip. Alright, so what I'm watching for CRNT is a reversal. Again, I wouldn't mind like a reversal, a break of 625, and then a hold here. So we're watching it. Hey, see you, Tiny. Have a good day. ACRS. Yeah, I mean, the crazy thing about ACRS is that it might not be done. I mean, who knows? You never really know, I guess. But it's holding above the VWAP, and it's not incredibly, it's not as weak as I see some of these big crazy parabolic moves. You know, it's not that weak, but who knows what this one's gonna do. I'm saying VIOT really ripping up big here too. Honestly, this is a little bit it's a little bit of a buzzkill. I mean, we had such a good pre-market. We had a lot of gaps, a lot of runs, a lot of moves, a lot of stuff to watch. And now that the bell happened, I mean, we're kind of just sitting here. There's not really too much going on. You can watch Bingo, BNGO. We could watch like CHNR, which is squeezing up big. We did get that pullback opportunity here. I wanted 250s. It pulled back to 260. Oh well. All right, watch $3 now for CHNR, but this one's strong. Yeah, we're watching TENX kind of for the same thing. We're going to see if we get like a reversal and a break of the VWAP. But watching CHNR. OBSV. Yeah, I mean, it does have low volume. We're watching TENX for a reversal. CRNT. So we got some opportunities here. I think we just got to wait for them, though. We got TENX. Over 270s might be interesting. Hey, good, Joel. Hey, congrats, bro. Yeah, CHNR is probably the best looking one right now. We got the pullback. We didn't quite get the pullback to the VWAP. But we did get the pullback. Again, the next level's 3, and then we got 310. What's the float for CHNR? Let me look this up. All right, so the float is 9.5 million. So small float, certainly small enough. And so there's CHNR. It's at $3. We'll see if we actually hold here. Also, again, I'm still looking at CRNT. KTX, AESZ. Some people talking about UAMY. A lot of these are low volume though, and they're just sideways choppy moves. Like I said, the Givo. Oh man, we got the $9 reclaim. So Givo's looking really strong. So top 3 right now, guys: Givo, CHNR, and Givo, CHNR, and BNGO are the top 3. That's what I'm watching right now, at least. Look at Trxc. I mean, Trxc is kind of fighting back. It's not a small float necessarily, but I don't hate this, and so I might buy a little bit right here if I can get filled. Get only asking price. All right, we're with 100 shares here. I'm gonna use 275 as my risk, so we're gonna keep it very small. So we're testing the VWAP. I'm hoping we hold here. There's 76s. All right, 77s. All right, we're break even. We see if we get a pop over 280s. 76. There we go. 79s. Noticeably better. Go. Oh man, I try to get out. I think it'll be a green trade too, but it's just going back and forth. Just a waste of equity here, but it's all right. Maybe I'll have a little bit more patience with it with 50 shares. Yeah, I mean we're green today too, so we're nice. We're sitting okay on the day. Alright, we're out, and I don't know what this was going to do. $1.90 is very small, and I'm certainly happy with that. Yeah, there's Trxc falling, so maybe it holds, maybe it reverses, I don't know. Bingo pulling back to 950, and honestly, reclaiming looks pretty strong. I'm still kind of looking at CHNR. Like, there's bouncing at 950 and reclaiming the VWAP. CHNR. Yeah, CHNR had that beautiful pullback to 260s. honestly, it's not a great morning right now, guys. Like I said, we had a lot of stuff in pre-market. A lot of stuff looked really good. I was able to catch a few things at the opening bell, but yeah, it's one of those days where everything looks really solid in pre-market, and then once the bell happens, it's kind of dull. It's a little bit sleepy time right now. ACRS. I told you guys. Listen, I told you guys it didn't look weak. You might see this as weak, right? So like this might seem weak to you all, right? But what it actually is just consolidation. It's just some people are taking profits, and that's okay, because I mean, look how big this move was, and so it's understandable to take profits at this point. And I remember I must have looked at this, what was it, like 5 or 10 minutes ago, and I said, hey, it doesn't look that bad. And this was when it was actually down after the open. So we'll see if it holds $15. I think $15 in a pullback there is probably a super profitable trade. The only reason I'm not taking it is just because it's a little bit too expensive for me at this point. You told us it dumped and it was weak. No, I looked at it again like 10 minutes ago. I'm saying, I told you it dumped at the opening bell because it did, and it looked weak after the opening bell. I'm saying 10 minutes or so ago, I looked at this and I said, hey, it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look that weak relative to the other crazy moves like this that I've seen. And now I think that was verbatim what I said. And so I remember saying it could still reverse and do this. Listen, I don't always have to be right. That's not what this is about. I'm just saying, this consolidation was okay. Hey, nice, Han. Like I said, a little $15 pullback's not terrible. We're watching that. Nerve is kind of trying to fight its way back. Bingo is still chilling right there. INUV is trying to break over highs. Trxc looks like it was the right exit. Givo pulling back some now, doesn't look terrible. CH&R rejected 3. Yeah, I'm looking at Givo, CH&R, and then ACRS. I'm still looking at CRNT, and that's kind of the one that I've been watching for a sentiment change, is CRNT. Yeah, ACRS is big. It's too risky for me, though, to be honest. It's kind of a risky trade. So I'm a little bit scared to take that. Hey, while we got everybody here, guys, listen, we got over 1,000 people here. Take the time, hit the subscribe button. We do this live for free every single weekday morning right here on YouTube. So if you appreciate the content we put out and you appreciate all the work we put into this channel, like I said, here at Beginner Trading, we're just a free resource and community. And so I'm not claiming to be an expert here. We're not experts. We're just a free resource for traders to get together and learn without selling courses or services or anything like that. And so if you appreciate movements like this where we try to just give everything away for free while not claiming to be an expert, hit the subscribe button. I think that's pretty rare in the trading space, and we're trying to change the game. So hit the subscribe button, click the bell to turn on notifications, and I definitely appreciate it. Again, I'm still watching CRNT. And so it's starting to get some moves, but we're waiting for it. So here's a little pullback to the VWAP. Hey, thank you, team. I appreciate that. Hey, Hugo, my man. Thanks for the help, bro, as always. Hey, thank you, sir. Appreciate the love, dude. SADS. Hey, thank you for the subscribes, guys. But yeah, thanks for the $10, Hugo. Appreciate that, brother. Yeah, SENS is still ripping up strong. I'm kind of debating on whether I should buy this. This is the same. If you guys caught the video I put out this weekend, this is kind of a very similar thing to that video. So yeah, basically what I talked about in the video this weekend that I put out is I talked about identifying sentiment changes with the VWAP, basically. So you have this downward move at the open. You know, you got this downward move, and as you start to recover, as it starts to push higher and higher, I don't know why I didn't take my own trade here, but as we start to push higher and higher, once we specifically cross above the VWAP and then pull back to it right here, getting in a small dip buy, looking for this break up above it, works super well. And so this is the same strategy I talked about in my video. I don't know why I didn't take it, because I mean, from that pullback, we're already up 15 cents. But yeah, I should have taken my own strategy, but it does give me confidence in the setup itself. Hey, nice, Muhammad. Hey, welcome, brother. Hey, thanks, man. Oh no, you've been here, but I appreciate that, dude. Jivo. Yeah, Jivo's ripping up, guys. It's at 1020s. 1020s. Look at this. Yeah, Jivo ripping up nice. TNX dropping. Yeah, we're watching that, Zach. Hey, nice, Chris. CHNR. Shoot, man, CHNR is over with, I think, now. Trxc. It faked me out too, bro. I would have never held through it, but it did fake me out too. But yeah, here's Trxc. Luckily, I got out pretty close to break even on my Trxc trade. But here it is. Holding at 275 looks good. Yeah, I don't know why people are thinking GameStop is going to be this super successful company. Has anybody seen GameStop? The problem with GameStop, guys, and this is the real problem, is that the video games are moving digital, right? I haven't bought a physical copy of a video game in years. It's been like at least 5 years since I bought a digital copy of any video game. And so, considering the fact that GameStop straight up rips you off, and basically they're all of their inventory is going digital, what is the point of going to GameStop? Why is GameStop a $40 stock? Like, the only thing I can think of is that Microsoft partnered with them over something, but it's just kind of like, that's cool short term. What's gonna happen long term with it? What is GameStop gonna do from now on? Sure, they could sell consoles, great, right? But so could everybody else, and most people are gonna be ordering their consoles anyway. So what does GameStop do? What is the purpose of GameStop? Yeah. GameStop is held by boomers that don't game, and they just think since it has game in it, it's part of the new wave. Yeah, that's probably true. Alright, I might buy a little bit of this dip here. Come on, feel me. Alright, we're in with 50 shares here. We're gonna see if this works. We got this pull back to the VWAP. Hey, look at Bingo, guys. Bingo is actually bouncing up really nicely. Bingo's up to 970s. BNGO. INUV is actually reversing and kind of heading up too. For INUV, look at INUV, look at Bingo here. Hey, listen, CRNT did exactly what I told you guys. I don't know why I didn't take it, but... Hey, later, Han. Wall Street bets. Yeah. Alright, so I'm in Trxc, guys. Let's see if we get up to 290 here. Alright, we got out of half. We're going to hold this little 25 shares. This got us the green on the day, and so we fought our way back. We were already red on this one, so we'll let it test these highs up here. But at the very least, this is going to be a green trade now. Look at INUV, guys. INUV is up there. It's up to 103s, 104s, breaking highs for INUV. Alright, yeah, look at INUV. We'll come back to Trxc. INUV, guys. Big rip. Look at INUV, guys. It's pushing up to the pre-market highs at 105. 105 is the pre-market high. Look at INUV. Hey, Trxc did get the rip up. There's 88s. Alright, we got out of this. We made a little bit of money on Trxc. We'll come back to it. I'm seeing INUV, guys. INUV squeeze it up. It's at 104s. We're gonna watch this and see what happens. Yeah, no, I went to a GameStop the other day to buy a used Xbox controller. A used Xbox controller, right? They were trying to charge me like $60 for a used controller. It was literally like $5 off. Like, who's dumb enough to buy that? You know what I mean? Like, who cares that much? I'd spend the extra $5, just buy a new one. You know? INUV pushed over 105. We'll see what happens. I'm watching it. Hey, CRNT did exactly what I wanted, and I was calling this one out all morning. Man, anyways, guys, listen, if you want to know how I called this out, watch the video I put out this weekend. I'll post this link. I'll post it at the end of the stream, but watch this video, or I guess I'll post it right now. But yeah, watch this video, because in the video, this is the same strategy I talked about. It works super well, to be honest. Really profitable strategy. And it's been one of the ones that helps me in green for the most part. You know, 7 out of the last 6 weeks. Yeah, that might be true, Tipsy. What's up, Tipsy? Good morning. Jivo. Yeah, I'm watching Jivo. Jivo is ripping up big. So is BNGO. So is... Whoa, Jivo is on a different level, though. Sorry I missed this one, guys. Look at Jivo. Crazy rip here. Let's see if it pulls back to, like, 990. 990, maybe 10. We're watching for, like, 990 or 10 right here. See if we hold. This is what the next step is, I think. We also got 950, like, right here. That might be relevant. INUV still squeezing up here. And look at Nerve. Nerve is one of those ones that is kind of starting to creep back here. So look at NERV. So, like, Nerve is kind of starting to creep back here. So, like, we start to break over 375 in the VWAP here for Nerve. You know, we might be more interested in it. We also have Trxc. Maybe I should have held it. I was looking for 290. I ended up selling at like 287s. So I was close enough to my profit target to not worry too much about it. But it is breaking over these levels here. And it's up to 290s now. We'll see what happens there. We also have INUV. INUV is starting to rip. It's at 105 here. 108s now. Look at GVP. Trxc pulling back some. Jivo with a crazy rip. Bingo. BNGO is another one I've been watching, and honestly, this has been the one I made the most money on. Let's see if it holds at 950 here at the VWAP. The only problem is that it's tested it a few times, but we'll see if it holds here. And, you know, I like the level. I think it's a big major level, 950, and so watching to see if it holds at the VWAP, I think it's not a bad trade. It's just a little bit too expensive for me right now. GBP starting to push up. Trxc did exactly what I said. I am definitely getting better at chart reading. Your videos transformed my trading. Hey, brother, I'm happy to hear that, man. I really am. Like I said, dude, here's the truth, guys. You can learn strategies. Really, it's about chart reading. It's about technical analysis. You can learn to read a chart. The strategy is somewhat insignificant, right? And look, here goes BNGO bouncing exactly where I said at 950. And so, yeah, so I'm glad that you find value in my content, brother. Appreciate the support, dude. Trxc is up there. It's up to 290s. CHNR. CHNR is super weak now. I mean, big rip, failed. Break it under 250. I think it has to hold at 250 here. Hey, nice, Ruben. NERV, like I said, we're watching it over 375. What happened to ACRS? Alright, so we're pulling back to 15. This is the level. $15 is the only level, in my opinion, right now. Whether we hold it here, we already pulled back to it. And I talked about this move earlier, which was a pullback to 15. It's a little bit too late for my own way of doing it, but I think the only level to really watch right now is 15. If it can't hold at 15, I guess you could watch 14. But to me, it has to hold at 15. Hey, nice. No, I'm not really investing in some of these penny stocks, BR. And I understand it, and I think BNGO is a solid company. But for me, it's like I'm not much of a. If I'm gonna invest, I'm gonna invest in, you know, real companies. And I'm not saying BNGO isn't. I think BNGO is a real company, but it's kind of it's few and far between in the penny stock landscape. And so with me, I'm just looking at trading them, and then I'll invest in real companies, not GameStop. You know, UAVS is moving. Trxc pulling back some, so. Let's watch it. Let's see if it holds at 275, VWAP area. Kind of the same thing I got last time, but still looking at CRNT too. SEAC. I don't know. AQMS, guys. Look at AQMS. This one's showing up in the scans. AQMS getting a big rip. Let me see if I can find a catalyst for AQMS here. Let me see if I can find a reason AQMS is doing this. Look at this. I don't see any news here. Let's see if it holds at 410 right here. Not seeing any catalyst move here. Hey, no, I appreciate it, BR. No stress, brother. Yeah, I'm looking at AVGR. AVGR's got a long way to go, though. It's got to rebound. Alright, so we did hold at 950 for BNGO. And again, guys, let me talk about something that really does help your trading, okay? Understanding sentiment, okay? So, like, first of all, BNGO breaks underneath this VWAP level, right? We break underneath this VWAP level. So that signifies the sentiment changing to bearish, right? When this thing breaks underneath the VWAP, it's changing trends, or it's trying to. And so when we get volume come in You can see the volume come in here, and we push all the way back above that VWAP level, and then pull back to it. A lot of traders are jumping in right here at 950. It's a $0.50. It's the VWAP. It just reclaimed the VWAP fast with volume. That shows some strong bullish sentiment, right? And so when it pulls back to 950, a ton of traders are loading up there. And that's why we get this bounce here. It might not continue. It might reject and come back down, but that's not the point. The point is to attack this range right here. And I think if you attack that range and you're not greedy with it, that'll be a super high percentage play. In my opinion, I can't guarantee it's going to work for you, as always. But it works for me doing it like that. We're still watching AQMS here. Yeah, I'm watching S&DO. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter though. You're never gonna catch the big moves. You're not always gonna catch the big moves, and so sometimes you're gonna miss the broader moves, like with BNGO, and that's okay. You can't get mad if you don't always catch big moves. You know what I mean? Because like in the end, big moves are few and far between, and very few people are gonna be able to catch them all. I'm sure there's a Pokemon pun somewhere in there, but I'll just leave it alone. GHSI. CRNT, I mean, it's not in any of my strategies yet. Like I said, my one strategy would have been buying this little pullback to 615 after it reclaimed the VWAP, and we got that, but I just didn't take it. Still watching AQMS. ACRS, still trying 15. And like I said, 15 is the only spot, I think, for this one. Do I think Jiva will rip back up? Where do I search Catalyst? I use Benzinga. You can check out the description on mod. I also use Thinkorswim, which has, I can look up news on Thinkorswim. I don't know, for Jiva, it's just got to hold at 10. Like I said, I talked about this $10 pullback, if you guys remember. So I talked about 10, 990 maybe. And so I think this is the natural pullback level is 10, 990 or 10. And so I will, you know, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised to see a bounce here. And this is kind of what I was talking about with the setup. It's a little bit too expensive for me right now, but like I said, we drew these levels a few minutes ago. We'll see if they actually hold. Hey, see you, Leonardo. Have a good day, bro. SNGX. Yeah, SNGX isn't terrible. It's just too low volume for me. Here's SNGX. We'll see if Jivo holds there. So, I don't know what the float is here, but it's too slow. Too low a volume, too slow, unfortunately for me. Alright, so here's the bounce. 10. Alright. Alright, so we just scalped a quick little $37.50 scalp on the futures market. You can see I'm up $37.50. We called it. We'll come back to futures. We're still watching penny stocks. I still want to see if Jivo can hold at 10. SENS. Yeah, I'm using Thinkorswim right now. This is Thinkorswim. Hey, listen, I told you guys about the $10 bounce. I told you guys. Trxc still trying. And I hope you guys can understand how I'm able to predict these. Like, okay, so when we get a big pullback, number one thing here, and I'm just going to explain this so people understand the charting and how I'm able to say, hey, I think it's going to bounce at 10. I drew these levels out way before this bounce, and then, we bounced exactly off of 10. And so the way I'm able to do that, guys, is I'm just judging a few things. The first thing, I'm judging the level of extension on this pullback, right? The first thing I'm doing is I'm looking at the level of extension on the pullback, right? So if it was just this small pullback, it's like, okay, well, I don't know if that's big enough. But because it was a pretty drastic pullback, I mean, this pullback was from 11 all the way down to 10. It's almost a 10% pullback. And so with that, it's logical to assume that once we get a big pullback like that, it might bounce back up. The next thing is looking at previous confirmations. If we look at the daily chart, $10, it hasn't really touched it before, but with most of these, that's what we're going to look at, is we're going to look at the previous few days, the previous few weeks, so forth and so on. And we're going to look here, even you can see some confirmation at 10 from way back in the day. All right. And then the other thing is just a whole dollar level. So it's a whole dollar. So when we pull back to it, a lot of other traders are looking to buy it up on the whole dollar bounce. And so that's how I'm able to say, hey, I think it's going to bounce at 10. And it pulls back to 10 and it bounces right there. It just ripped up 50 cents from that bounce. And I don't know what it's going to do now, but it's up 50 cents a share from that call. And so I hope you guys understand the logic behind it. And that's what I'm doing with most of these different trades that I'm getting into. Whenever you see me say, hey, I think it's going to bounce right here, and it does, that's usually what I'm doing, is I'm looking at whole dollars and half dollars as well as quarter dollars sometimes. But I'm also looking at not only if it's a pullback, but I'm judging the extent of that pullback. How extended is that pullback? How big is that pullback? And I think that's an important thing to understand about these. If all of that makes sense, I hope you understand it. All right, so I'm shorting one thing of the futures market. We're going to see if this works. I'm seeing if the SPY can break lows. If not, I'm just going to have to bail out. See if we reject. I think I used 25 as a risk. There's 23s, 20s. Yeah, I think we're going to get stopped out here. We're going to get out there before it rips up too much. So we're down slightly in futures, but we're kind of going back and forth. Again, we're still watching mostly penny stocks. I see Trxc pulling back some here. Here's Trxc. We'll see if it holds at like 280s, 275s. INUV didn't end up holding. CRNT ripped up nicely, but it didn't actually hold its gains. I'm looking at SENS here, which again, let's watch 175 here. Hey, later, try. Just watch a bunch of YouTube videos, Shane. There's not just from my channel, but there's a lot of good, helpful channels in the trading space that can, teach you more about trading. For TRXC, we'll see if it holds at 275. Oh, and also, guys, while we're here, if anybody wants to help support me, there's two ways that you can really help support me, and we'll go over both of those now. The first way is by checking out TopStep. TopStep is a funded account program for futures, and what they do is they allow you to day trade futures and improve your profitable. So they fund traders. So basically, TopStep, the base package is $120 for the first month. And it's a monthly subscription, and they're going to give you a demo account. The base one, they're going to give you a 30K demo account, and they're going to test to see how profitable you are. If you can make $2,000 on that 30K demo account while following the rest of their rules, conditions, and phases, then they fund you that $30,000 as professional proprietary futures traders with an 80% profit split. So once you're funded, if you make $1,000 net, they're going to keep $200, you're going to keep $800, but you do get to keep 100% of your first withdrawal, up to $5,000. And so it's a pretty solid deal. The futures market has no PDT rule, and it's open almost 24/7. They paid out millions of dollars to their traders last year in withdrawals, and they funded thousands. And so if you want to help support your boy here, go check out TopStep. You get 20% off by using my link. I am going to be biased in their favor because I make a commission if you sign up through me, and so I try to be transparent and honest about that. And so I am going to be biased, obviously, in their favor. But if you want to help support your boy here, you can check out TopStep. Here's the link. You can check them out. The other way to help support us is by checking out Webull. And so I am reading here that Webull actually has 4 free stock promotion for new users. So if you sign up to Webull and open up an account, you get 2 free stocks, and if you deposit $100, you get another 2 free stocks on Webull. And Webull's got free paper trading, 0 commissions, really dope platform. And you know, honestly, if you want to help support me, I'll post this link here. It's my Webull link. Let me find it. Oh, and you can check out the Webull link in the description. Like I said, you get 4 free stocks. You get 2 for just opening up an account, and then 2 for depositing $100 or more. Y'all check it out. Here, let me find the link. I can probably find it. I don't know. I had it. It's somewhere. Check the description. It's in the description. Y'all check that out. Yeah, I mean, it's free though, Nate. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't really watch much. I don't really watch many channels now to like learn from other people, just because I think that's gonna distract me from my own systems and strategies, and kind of look at D-A-R-E, Dare. Look at D-A-R-E. D-A-R-E, guys. Let me see if this is catalyst driven here now. This is Dare Biosciences. I don't see anything new, but D-A-R-E getting good volume, ripping up nice here. Look at D-A-R-E. I'm using Thinkorswim, TD Ameritrade. ZOM. Yeah, D-A-R-E is probably the best one right now that I'm looking at. It's probably not the best one to buy. I'm not telling you to buy. I'm just saying it has the most volume and the rip is the strongest. CTRM. Yeah, look at CRNT, guys. Look at DARE. Watch 175. Let's see if 175 rejects it here. Let's see if it rejects here. Yeah, so there's 175 rejecting it. Let's see if it holds now, though. Look at DARE. Like, we're watching it. We'll see if it breaks these highs up here. TENX. Yeah, I'm kind of watching TENX too, but look at CRNT. CRNT. So DARE and CRNT. Looking okay. TENX is still pretty down on the day, to be honest. All right, so there's 175s, 177s. There's the break. All right, so we'll see if it breaks 178 now, or 177, I guess. Yeah, ZOM is still, I mean, it's down on the day after the open. So we'll watch it, but. Alright, so there's 180s, 182s for DARE. IDXG we're looking at. Dare. Givo back up. Alright, so we're pulling back to 10 in that 990 level that we played off of earlier here. So we did get the bounce I initially talked about. Eventually we rejected, and now we're back down to the $9.90, $10 level. So we did reclaim this level, and I think that's the thing to watch now, is to see if we actually hold this here, which it looks like we're going to. Alright, so we're riding a trade on the Alright, so we just scalped a little bit on the E-mini. And that's the trade I'm talking about with the futures. I'll be right back, guys. I gotta go to the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Still watching Givo. We'll see if it holds at 10. I'm not sure if it's going to. I don't understand why. What, Mo? What's up, brother? Hey, what's up, DJ? CRNT is going. Yeah, I'm looking at CRNT. DARE. Ooh. All right, let's watch for the 175 pullback here. So now that we're ripping up for DARE, let's watch for the 175 pullback. You can see even if it didn't reject at those levels, you can see 175 and why this was significant here. So you can see it went exactly up to these few levels, and you can see why I document 175, because you can see it actually respects that 175 $0.25 level. It's a $0.25. That's why it's significant. Also, Trxc is starting to hold. Trxc did hold at the VWAP. It's still pushing up. Oh, I don't understand. Oh, I got you. You're just listening to the song. No worries. Yeah, no, not yet, Rudy. We're still working our way up slowly on it. Like I said, I only recently started trading futures over the last, few months. So we're still working on it. I know a lot of traders that have been funded for sure. And like I said, this Top Step's regulated in the U.S. They paid out millions last year to their traders. So they're legit. I just haven't been funded yet because I'm still learning the futures market, really. Yeah. Look at Trxc. Trxc still moving here. Trxc trying to break 290s, guys. Watch Trxc here. FRSX. Yeah, FRSX is ripping up, breaking this pre-market high at 1010. So look at 1010 for FRSX. PFMT. CRNT still making moves up. Man, I swear, if I would take half the trades I called out, I would be sitting pretty right now. Look at CRNT. It's up to 665s now. 665s. Scalping another futures trade. We're up $50 today. We'll come back to it. Like I said, right now we're focusing on penny stocks. 660s right now for CRNT. All right, so I talked about pulling back to 175, and we did. We'll see if we actually hold now, though. Yeah, probably should, Cal. You know. I don't know how much it's going to drop. I would watch 275, but I don't know how much it's actually going to drop or not. You know what I mean? Yeah, we're looking at SENS. SENS is up to 180s. We did break over 175. Yeah, I'm looking at TRXC. I mean, like I said, I would look for 275. but it's been consolidating here so much, I lose faith in it the more it pulls back and stays sideways. So the more we're sideways, the less faith I actually have in this, you know. Alright, we're in one futures trade here. I'm probably going to get out soon. I tried shorting this big drop in the SPY, but we're bouncing back pretty quickly, to be honest. Alright, 54s. Ooh, big rip, quick rip. We're down 25 bucks in futures. That was a fast rip in the SPY, which is why I was kind of nervous about it, but we'll find something else to move. ZIOP, what's up, Joe? I need some more volume. Hey, thank you guys for the subscribe. Hey, like I said, let's take a second, guys. Hey, listen, if you appreciate the free content we put out, we do this live every single day right here for free. If you appreciate the free content we drop on a daily basis right here on this channel, hit the subscribe button, click the bell, turn on notifications. We do this live every single day for free. And what we do here, guys, is we're just trying to be a movement for free trading content. Like, we're not selling courses, we're not selling services. We do post affiliate links for other companies, but most of those are funded account programs or brokers. And what we try to do here is just be a free resource and community for traders. And so we're not experts here. I don't claim to be an expert. I don't want to be an expert, to be honest. I would rather just teach you guys what works for me while prefacing all of it with it might not work for you, and so you guys can understand how to really move forward with trading. And you know, I try to give you guys the truth, obviously, like I always say. And so if you appreciate free content like that, hit the subscribe button, click the bell, turn on notifications. We do this live every single day, and if you hit that bell, you'll get a notification anytime we go live on this stream. So yeah, y'all hit that like button. Hey, I appreciate that, Sean. Yeah, I'm balling out of control today, Joe. You know, with my wait, what am I up today? With my huge win on Trxc today. Look at this. Man, I'm balling out of control right now. $1.80. What? No, but no, we'll watch it. I mean, we're watching it. You know, we'll see what happens. What happened to ACRS? ACRS is ripping up. Wow. Look at ACRS, guys. That's a crazy rip. A crazy rip. Well, what else we got? We got CRMT pulling back. We got INUV. Yeah, that's rough. Oh. ACRX. I'm still looking at DARE. I'm still looking at DARE. We'll see if it holds the VWAP here. It's really what I'm waiting for. See if we hold. Still watching the SPY. Think about all the toilet paper you could buy with your gains. I know, man. ACRS is halted. Yeah, I'm seeing that. I don't know here. I don't know what I feel about this, man. I don't know. INUV, I mean, I don't know. We're watching it. I don't know if I'm really loving it for INUV. I lost a little bit on it earlier. Hold on. Alright, I'm in a little bit in futures. Trying to see if the SPY can break down here. There's 37s. 37s. 45s. Nice. Alright, we just caught $75. We're back up to $50 a day in futures, so I'll take that. INUV's pushing up too. But we caught the breakdown in the SPY. NDRA. Look at PEI. PEI's moving. NDRA. Still watching Sins. Sorry. Alright, I'm back. Listen, Ola, don't repeat the same thing over and over again, brother. That's how you get banned, man. I'm just looking out. Like I said, don't do it. Spamming the chat is never gonna get what you want. If you spam the chat, it's just gonna make people dislike you. Yeah, SCNS is pulling up. It's at 208. We're still watching it. Yeah, I'm still kind of looking at CRNT. I want to see if CRNT bounces too. I'm watching it. It's at the VWAP. We'll see if it bounces now. Hey, that's right. Seth Green? Do y'all really think I look like Seth Green, man? I gotta look at myself now. Am I Seth Green over here? I mean, I don't have red hair. And like, I'm almost 6 feet tall, so I'm not Seth Green, you know. Isn't he like 5'4" or something crazy like that? Yeah, I mean, do I really look like? Yeah, right. I'm almost 6 foot, but yeah, definitely not Seth. Yeah, I didn't think I was. You know, but hey, you know, whatever, man. I've heard of it all. Somebody said I looked like, what's the guy from The Purge? Better looking than dude. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Hey, I'm not mad at you for being 5 foot tall, man. Do your thing, man. Like I said. Seth seems like an elevator music. Ethan Hawke was his name. Yeah, somebody said I looked like Ethan Hawke before. But it was when I had a beard, and so I could kind of see it with the beard. Without the beard, I don't know. I look like a high school undercover cop. Hey, you know. Are you talking about 21 Jump Street? I honestly just watched 22 Jump Street last night. SXTC. Since. Yeah, SENS is honestly ripping up big. There's $2. My name is Jeff. Hey, thank you, Arvo. I appreciate that. Alright. We're taking Trxc and we're scalping this. We got 50 shares left. I'm gonna see if we can get over this 290 level. There's 291s. Okay. Let's see if we get over these highs. 292s. I want $3. Alright, we're out. We made a little bit of money on Trxc though. We're certainly green on the day. We'll take it. We've had a lot of green trades. So far today, BNGO, biggest win, followed by TRXC followed by, or no, that's about it. And then we had 2 losses on Givo and INUV. SPY's starting to rebound though. You keep my account green? Hey, appreciate it. I am happy to, unknown. That's what I do, sir. Hey, bro, I've been watching your streams for about a week now as I've been trying to learn the stock market. Just want to say I really enjoy listening to you. You are very easy to listen to. I've learned a lot. Hey, happy to hear that, brother. Glad you find value here, bro. I mean, yeah, listen, people can roast me about saying I look like Seth Green. I mean, let's just be honest for a second. Even the dudes here, y'all know I look good over here. You know, y'all know I look good. Like, let's not be delusional right now. You know, let's just be honest about it for a second. Y'all know I look good, you know? So, I mean, I don't know if Seth Green is, like, that big of an insult, but, like, come on, you know? Yeah, TD is commission free. Fact. You not selling me a course is my biggest attraction. You pretty AF. I know it, bro. Listen, tell him, you know. We can act like I'm not, but like we all know, y'all know what's up, you know. But no, TRXC, I'm kind of frustrated. I think this one might push up. We'll see if it holds here like 285s. No, dude, Daniel, don't tell me that. What's his name? I know that movie. I actually just watched that movie. My daughter and I are supposed to watch it. I don't know if she can handle the twist in it, though. I was watching CRNT and it fell. Jimmy Neutron. I have heard Jimmy Neutron before, so I have heard that one. My last name is London, and so people, I used to be really short, right? I had a growth spurt when I was like 6, but I used to be like super short. I used to be, when I was like middle school, I was hella short, right? I hit a growth spurt. Now I'm almost 6 feet tall, but back then I was really short, and they used to sing London Bridge was falling down to me because my last name is London, insinuating that I was short. It low-key hurt, to be honest. It low-key hurt. Luckily, I hit that growth spurt, but still, I still remember it, and it hurt. We're watching SENS here. We're going to look for a pullback to 2. I mean, this might have been the pullback already. We'll see if it consolidates. TRXC, like I said, I still think it'll probably rip up. And hey, listen, what did I say for TRXC? I said it might bounce at 285. Here's 285, and we bounced a little bit. We'll see if I was right about it. How old are you? You look 25-ish. I'm older than 25, I'll say that. Yeah, we're looking at cannabis stocks. I mean, we'll see. I mean, we're watching them. SNDL's trying. I hope you guys understand, like, looking at SNDL here, I hope you guys understand the significance of the previous closing price. Here's the previous closing price. And you can see SNDL goes exactly up to the very cent of that previous closing price and rejects there. And so the previous closing price is significant. I think we all know that, and I think watching that makes a lot of sense. And so we're going to see if this SNDL gets over the previous close at like 71.5. CRNT rejected VWAP and now looks very weak. I'm not touching this one now. BKYI looks okay. And so far, guys, I can't say the day's over yet, but so far the name of the game today is small but green. Like, we're up small, but we're up nonetheless in both futures and penny stocks. We'll see what happens with the rest of the day. But sorry. John, do you have a video on how to add shares on Thinkorswim? What do you mean? So with Thinkorswim, what you want to probably do is you want to go to Active Trader. You click Active Trader, this should pop up. You can change it. So if you want to add certain buttons, you just go to Add Item. So if I want to add a reversal button, I go to Add Items, and then I can move that up by clicking Move Up. And now you see reverse right here. And so to add shares, you would just go to Customize, and you would go to Quantity with Buttons. Quantity with Buttons, right? And that'll give you this right here, where you can add, you know, you can subtract, add, and then you would just buy with whatever type of order you're looking for on Thinkorswim. Let me get this out of here so it doesn't accidentally buy me 400 shares of this. Yeah, what's up, Joe? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, tomorrow will certainly be interesting. What did Givo end up doing? So Givo did hold at 10. And honestly, I was pretty close about all of this, but we'll see what happens. Trxc, listen, I told you guys about 285. Here's 285, right here. And look what happens. We bounced. 285. I'm not going to say I told you so, but I damn sure told all of you so. You know. Trxc rip it up to 297s. Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. Backpack. SNGX. UONE. Look at INUV, guys. What happened to Dare? It's holding. INUV up to 108. Testing highs for INUV here. We'll see what happens. It's the previous high of the day at 108. We'll see what happens now. SENS. Yeah, SENS and Givo have been the main watches. Look at INUV. It's still trying to break that high, though. SENS pulling back to $2. Let's see if we bounce at $2. I talked about it. We'll see if we end up bouncing at this $2 level. AVGR. INUV still hitting that 108 level. We'll see. UONE. Yeah, I see UONE pop up on my chart. It's halted right now. So we'll see if it... This has got to be some type of... I don't know if it's... let me look at the halt code for this. Alright, so UONE is a circuit breaker halt. ACRS did resume. It's at 17s now. Alright, so there is TRXC. Alright, so we broke the pre-market high here. It still might act as a resistance. Let's look at... We'll see if it pulls back to $3 and then bounces. That would be the next step. Alright, INUV did break highs. BNGO. Yeah, BNGO, I mean, it's sideways for now. It needs to do something big if I'm going to continue to watch it. Alright, so we got the pullback to $3. Like I said, next step is to see if we bounce. SENS went under 2. Yeah, I mean, it's still testing 2, though. I mean, when I say 2, I mean really a range like this at 2. So I'm just looking for a little bit above it, a little bit below it. So it's still at $2. It's not going to... It's rarely going to hold exactly at the spot I'm talking about, but more so I'm just talking about the entire area of 2. You know, so like this big area. NERV starting to work here. Like I said, we're still looking at TRXC. There's 306. We did bounce at 3. We'll see if we break highs now. INUV's rejecting back under the previous high of the day. I use Benzinga. Jason, here's Benzinga. Here's the link here. Alright, so TRXC did bounce at 3. So I talked about it. I talked about the pullback to 3. And then we're bouncing up to 310s now. And that's the natural like progression of a stock. Like that's what stocks do, you know. You just try to find good pullback levels to enter. Alright, OXBR starting to show up. And we're rejecting at 3, or rejecting at 310 now. Still consolidating, so we'll see. I'm kind of looking at GILT. Dare still moving, but slow. Nerve. LMFA trying to move some. Alright, so Givo's still trying to, you know, watch that $10 level for Givo. Yeah, I don't know when this one's supposed to resume here. Alright, so this thing resumed almost 10 minutes ago. This thing should resume in 2 minutes. Or no, yeah, in 3 minutes for UONE. I mean, Givo, it's still testing 10, so like sure, it's dropping down some, but again, the level we're looking at right now is $10, which we just broke under. And so maybe it's gonna get weak now. It could get weak. I would look for like if it's gonna pull back 950s if it gets really weak. And that's only if it gets really weak. Alright, so there's TRXC. Held at $3. Now it's pushing up, testing these highs at 310s, 313s. There's the squeeze. 314s. Alright, TRXC's up to 314s. I'm removing some of these. I'm trying to look at some levels above us now. Look at 325s above us. 325 is a major level. So like right here. We'll see if it hits that and rejects. If it gets up there. It might not get up there. I don't know, Daily. I don't know if it's worth buying back in or not, brother. No idea. I don't know if any of these are going to go up, down, sideways. I have no idea. Yeah, ZOM kind of faded. Yeah, see, TRXC rejected, which is what I figured. I didn't think it would get up to 325s, but I think if it does get up to 325, that's a major level for sure to watch. Alright, so we'll see if we hold at 3 now. Yeah, I mean, Mike, what I was gonna say, man, is what I just said there. So, Mike says, I say yes to cancer treatment stocks, so your compass needs a replacement. Markets are about industry. What I'm saying is that there's two sides. There's the technical side of a stock, and then there's the fundamental side. When we talk about fundamentals, we're talking about the actual health of that company. We're talking about earnings, revenue, the story behind different industries or companies and markets. That's fundamental side. I'm mostly just trading technicals on a very short-term basis. And so fundamentals are largely irrelevant to me most of the time. I mean, I'm going to look at the catalyst to see what sparked these type of big breakouts and stuff like that. But most of the time, I'm looking at the technical side on a very short-term basis. And so there's two different facets of trading, Mike. UONE up. Yeah, resumed. Wow, it's halted again. So UONE, huge rip, huge breakout for UONE. Crazy, honestly. Hey, and listen, I talked about $2. Did I not? Did I not talk about $2, guys? Did I not draw this level way before any of this? I swear, I gotta take my own advice, man. I mean, I'm green. And like, part of the reason I don't take all the trades I put out there is because I don't have the equity to take those trades. I've already traded 5 or 6 times a day today. And so a lot of it is I just don't have the equity to take some of these positions. And again, I've had a lot of people message me in the last few weeks asking how I do this. Like how I could say I'm looking at a pullback to $2 for a bounce. How I could say that and then 5-10 minutes later we get that exact thing. The way I do it, again, there's a lot of different aspects of it really, but there's 3 main ones. Okay, number 1, you're judging the extension of the pullback. Okay, you got a big rip up, you got volume coming in, nice squeeze. What we then look for is we look for a pullback, but we have to judge the extension. If it's a small pullback like this, it might not be worthwhile because it still might be a little extended on the upside. But when we have a big pullback like this, all the way down to a confirmed whole dollar level like $2, again, it's logical to assume that we're going to get a bounce there, which is how I'm able to say, hey, $2 looks good. Even if we look back, $2, let me see. Even if you look back, $2 was major level here on the daily chart too. And so when you look at all these different aspects of it and you put all of them together, you're able to kind of say, okay, well, like $2 makes sense. A $2 bounce makes a lot of sense. And that's really how I'm able to do it. And it works, Yeah, sure. If you're an investor, Mike, absolutely you should do that. But again, one thing that'll help you kind of, and I'm not talking about you, Mike, here. I'm just saying in general, right? One thing that'll help you identify whether somebody's been around the market a long time or not much at all is if they think there's only one way to do things, right? So if they see me doing something else and they say, no, you should be doing it this way. Usually they're pretty naive to the markets in general because there's a lot of different avenues you can take in the market. There's a lot of different ways to trade and make money in the stock market. It's certainly not just one way. And usually the people that think that their way is the only way are people that haven't really been around the market that long. And so they found something that works for them and they think it's the only way, right? But in the end, there's tons of different ways to make money in stocks. It's not just one, it's not just one avenue of making money. And so with that, You can make money with day trading, scalping, options, futures, forex, investing, swing trading. There's just a lot of different ways to make money, and none of them are right necessarily. It just depends on if they're right for the person itself. Because everybody has a different trading personality. Everybody's a little bit different when it comes to that. Some people are going to scalp better because they don't have much patience and they're skeptical, or they can identify momentum, and so they might scalp better like me. Some people are going to be patient and really good at analyzing long-term trends, and they might be able to swing trade or invest. Some people are going to be super patient, and they're the ones that should be investing and value investing like Warren Buffett. And so there's a lot of different niches in the trading space, and none of them are necessarily right or wrong. It just depends on the person behind it. It's negative 2.2. Hey, don't stress it, Joe. You got this, brother. Yeah, exactly, Trader T. Exactly like that guy. Right, and he didn't understand. Like, honestly, you get people that really need that type of validation. Trader T. You get people that just they desperately need that validation, right? And those are usually the ones that get weird with me, like that guy on Discord. He just needs to be heard. He needs everybody to praise him and give him validation. And so when we have anything that we disagree on, he's so focused on him being right that he's not really understanding that, like, what we're talking about is a subjective thing. It's subjective. Preferences when it comes to like indicators are purely subjective. I might love the VWAP, somebody else might hate it. It doesn't mean either of us are right or wrong. It's an opinion-based thing. And so the people that get really weird about stuff like that, like I said, are usually people that just really need validation. They need that validation to make themselves feel better. And so when you don't give it to them, they freak out. They freak out and get disrespectful because they need it. It is what it is. But there's a lot of ego floating around in the trading space, and it is what it is. It happens. Look at WWR. 560s. Don't diss my chocolate cake again? Yeah, for sure. I love chocolate cake. Just to clarify, I love chocolate cake, man. I probably love it too much, to be honest. Here's our Discord link. Yeah, if anybody wants to join our Discord, come hang out, I appreciate it, Pete. Hey, later, Daniel. Have a good day, brother. Hey, nice Jay. Hey, great book, brother. Great book, man. Edwin, my social media is either going to be at Beginner Trades. It's usually going to be at Beginner Trades or Beginner Trading. It's either Beginner Trades, like Beginner TRADES, or Beginner Trading. But look at WWR here. It's not terrible. UONE is up. What's your opinion on the symmetrical triangle? Do you use VWAP when trading futures? I do. When I trade futures, I usually watch the SPY. And so with this, I'm certainly using it to identify short-term trends in the SPY that I can consequently short. And so, yeah, I certainly use the VWAP most of the time when I'm looking at futures. Again, like in this case, I'm trading the E-mini, but I'm watching the SPY. And aside from that, like here, I just took a short trade on that. And again, I'm just looking for this to drop. So I'm looking for the SPY to drop. And that's what I'm trying to short into. And you can see the futures market is very similar to stocks. Buy market, buy bid, sell ask. There's no PDT rule in futures either, which is great. And there's a lot of benefits to using futures. If you want to check out the platform I'm using here, which is Top Step, I'll post this link. Again, it's a funded account program for futures. And so the way it works is they're going to give you a demo account, and if you can make a certain amount of money on that demo account while following their rules and conditions, then they fund you however much that demo account was. Man, I'm getting hit with this last futures trade. I'm out. We'll see what happens on the rest of this though. But yeah, basically, if you can make a certain amount of money on the demo account they give you, then they fund you that amount. The base one's $30K, and so it's $120 a month. For the first month, and if you can make $2,000 on that $30K account, then they fund you that $30K as professional proprietary futures traders with an 80% profit split. They paid out millions to their traders last year in 2020, funded thousands, and I do make a commission if you sign up, so I am going to be biased in their favor, but I certainly appreciate it if anybody's interested in checking out the futures market. I'll post this link here so you can see it. Yeah, it's all right, Tanvir. All right, so we did catch this. All right, so we're making some money on this drop in the futures market. We're going to get out there. So see, we made money on the drop. We caught this rejection at the VWAP here, and we're back up to 50 bucks a day. Small, but we're still green. And I'll pin the futures thing to the top of the page if anybody wants to see it. Like I said, you can also check out Webull. And for the time being on Webull, if you sign up and open up an account, they give you 2 free stocks. If you deposit 100 bucks, you get another 2 free stocks. And you can check out the link in the description. Webull, 0 commission, free paper trading, and a lot of dope stuff that comes with Webull. And again, you can see the link in the description if you want more info on that. PEI. Yeah, PEI is ripping. It's not terrible. All right, so I'm in one more in futures. All right, so we just made another 50 bucks easy on the SPY. We're up 100 bucks in futures. Still watching penny stocks. BB? I don't know about BB, man. I mean, I grew up as BB was actually a thing, and then I saw it kind of get hit when iPhones came out. So I don't know about BB. We'll see. I don't know enough about it to be long biased long term with it. That's rough. Hey, then you're taking too big a size, Derek. Slow down, bro. Trade the micro E-mini. Micro E-mini might be better because, like, look at the micro. I can short, and when I buy 2 contracts of the micro, it's like $1.25 instead of being the big kind of thing with, instead of being big swings like the E-mini itself, trade the micro. It's a lot safer. All right, so we're in with 2 contracts here, the micro with futures. We're going to see what happens. Yeah, I don't know what BB is going to do. I don't know enough about it, you know, to be honest. And so you see, even with 2 contracts, we drop in the market. It's 250. It's small. And we're gonna hold this one a little bit longer term to see if we can get a break of the lows of the market right now. So we're gonna come back to this. Hey, listen, $2 did bounce on SENS, man. I should have taken my own idea. Trxc still kind of pushing up too. Here's Trxc. We're up to 312s. BB signed up with Amazon. And here's Trxc. I was about to take a little bit of profits. We got a drop in the futures market, and you can see this one's noticeably cheaper. We're going to take half off here just to protect it, and then we're just going to hold this little one baby contract to see if we get a bigger breakdown at the SPY. PEI. Top step. Yeah, we're looking at SE. We're looking at SE and S is what I'm assuming you mean, right? I mean, with SE and S, I called this $2 bounce here, but I don't know what it's doing now. It's, like I said, it's a little bit too extended. 225 makes sense because it's a $0.25. And so I would watch 225 up here. And then below us right now, I guess I would watch like 208, 205. Maybe right there. Looking for a range. For the most part, William, yeah. And yeah, I mean, we're green in penny stocks. We're green in futures. So if you're trying to paper trade on Thinkorswim, backpack, you're gonna have delayed quotes on Thinkorswim, and so it's gonna be hard for you to follow along with me because the quotes are gonna be delayed. When spikes happen, how do I know I'm not buying at the peak? You wait for a pullback is what I would do. You know, that's how I approach him, at least. Is I don't buy it up here. I buy it when it pulls back. And I think you're gonna have a lot more success, in my opinion. That's how I've been doing it, at least. I can't guarantee it's gonna work for you because, again, everybody's a little bit different. Everybody has their own trading personality that they go with. Some people are more patient, some people are more instinctive, so forth. And so that's how I approach it, at least. Is I don't buy it at the peak. I wait for a pullback, a major pullback to a confirmed level that I can take advantage of. Yeah, that's right, Joel. All right, we're going to add another contract here. There we go. Perfect timing. All right, we just unloaded half of that contract. And we're going to see if we break under these 377 levels. It's getting weakness. Weakness is coming in. There we go. All right, we're going to get out there. So, yeah, we made a nice little $15 from that longer-term trade. And, again, what we were watching here is the SPY. So you can see the SPY starting to creep lower and lower and lower. And here's the breakdown that we finally took advantage of. And that's all we're doing in futures is we're watching the overall market and trading the E-mini, which follows the S&P 500 or the SPY basically. And so that's how I'm using it. I don't know, Charlie. Hey, welcome, Darius. Yeah, not the most accurate in futures today, but we're green nonetheless. KOSS, we're looking at AREC. Look at Dare. Dare honestly ripped up and squeezed really nicely. And that 175 level was really nice to play off of. This is the one that I really regret the most because I was talking about 175 a lot. And I think this was the easiest one to play off today. One of the easiest ones. And so kind of missed it. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. We're still watching Trxc. We'll see if it holds at 3 now. It rejected at the highs again. It's ES is the ticker for the E-mini, Joe. You might be talking about the micro, which is MES. It's just micro E-mini, so it's MES, and then the regular E-mini is ES. And for that, I'm just watching the S&P 500 or the SPY, which is kind of a consolidated ETF of the S&P 500. Yeah, AREC, it bounced right here at that previous high of the day from Friday. It's up to 240s. Volume's good. Yeah, that you're probably right, Joe, and I think the volume did die in Dare, so that I think that made it harder for me to have that kind of confidence in it, because the volume started to look pretty light right here. I mean, 175 followed really strong, it took too long consolidating, so you're probably right. FRSX is ripping up. Like I said, I've watched 1050 right here. See if it bounces at 1050. All right, there's the bounce. 1060s. Alright, y'all be careful. This one's got a range to it. And so if it doesn't hold here, it might rip down fast. I think, you know. Alright, we also jumped into a few more contracts of the micro, shorting the market in general on the futures. And so we're in with 2 contracts. Like I said, we're going to see if we short the market. There's the bounce at 1050. Market looks to be bouncing some. Yeah, I got out there, kept a very small loss. But hey, listen, we talked about that down to 1050 and we got it. I don't know what's going to happen now, though, but this is the little bounce that I'm scalping most of the time. Jivo, whatever happened with Jivo? Alright, so we are bouncing at 10. Yeah, I mean, it's holding at 10. This is just consolidation. And so we're holding at 10. I'd watch 1050s now. That's some jazz, you know, ace. Alright, so like I said, Trxc is testing 3. We're watching it. So this one did bounce at 2. What was the one I was just talking about? Oh, FRSX. So it's testing 1050. Yeah, looks to be breaking under 1050s. Y'all be careful. Trxc, we'll see if it holds at 3 now, too. Hey, later, Christian. Hey, thanks, bro. You talking about the last song? It's jazz. So the last song is called Blue Purple. Blue Purple by Gustav. My favorite song out of all of these is probably... I got a few of them. This is one of my favorites. Alright, so we're not holding at 3 for Trxc. And then my other favorite song is this one. Who? Epic? This song low-key goes hard. Everybody knows it. Alright, so Trxc never held. Still kind of looking at Dare. It's over 2 now. We'll see if it holds 2. Yes. Jams with John. I use Epidemic Sounds, which is like a licensing program. It like licenses royalty-free music so that it centralizes royalty-free music and allows me to, you know, build watch lists, playlists, stuff like that. SENS. Yeah, so SENS is breaking these highs here. Look at 230s right there. So we are breaking over that. They got some other good ones too. Some of these are slow though. Alright, there's the break on SENS. This one low-key goes hard, but it's like a sad song, but like everybody likes it still. So this one's not bad. SENS is pushing up. It's at 240s though now. 240s team. Alright, 242s. Let's watch 250. I think we'll probably pull back to test 230s before we get up to 250. So we'll see if we pull back here. Maybe not. That one's called Rain Check by Dylan Sitz. Waste. It's called Rain Check. All right, so here's the pullback. So here's the pullback to this 230 level. So I talked about that. We'll see if we actually hold now, though. That's the next step. So we got the pullback. All right, so we got the pullback to the level, and now we're getting the bounce that I talked about. But yeah, we'll see if we actually hold. Alright, so we didn't hold this, and now we could still hold. I mean, we could pull back to 220s, 225s. You know, that's fine. We'll see if we actually hold, though. We're still waiting. Yeah, dude, you should know. I know what songs are usually going to come on next, too. Like, I can hear what songs are going to be next. I've heard all these songs so much, you know. And I hope you guys understand, like, even though this one kind of broke well below that level, I hope you guys understand the thought process here. It's like, okay, so we broke this previous high at 230s. The next level is 250, but do we have the strength to really get up to 250 without pulling back some? I don't think so. And so we got up to 243, and then it's logical to assume that, okay, so now we're pulling back some. Where's the first resist, or where's the first support level that we might pull back to? It's really right here at 233s. If we don't hold this, the next step is 225s, maybe 227s right here. And so that's the thought process, and that thought process works with technical analysis. And you just got to bet on favorable probabilities. That's all this is, really. The last song, I think the last song was called, yeah, the last song was called Wages by Dylan Sitz. Wages, W-A-G-E-S. I told you guys, y'all would like it. This was not bad. I can kind of feel this one sometimes. This one's a little bit more upbeat, obviously, but it's not bad. It's a good little beat. Kind of happy music, you know what I mean? Because I think in trading, you need happy music. Alright, so for SENS, it looks like we're holding here. I'm not sure, Shane. I can't remember when I set this one up. It's been a while since I set it up. Mine's a cash account, so it's not a margin account. I know that. AVGR. Yeah, it's trying. It's at 175. We'll see if it bounces right here at 175. I see SRAX too. UONE, what it ended up doing. So UONE just washed out pretty big today after that big rip. Never held. Yeah, I mean, we got some stuff like that. We got like I got some stuff here. I'll show you. Hold on. I'm trying to find this one song that's a little bit more hyper. Oh, here it is. Here's a little bit more hype music. And I can get down with this too. It's not bad. This. Hey, what's up? What's up, Trader TV? Good to see you guys back here. I use mostly just VWAP level 2. Mostly just VWAP and level 2, and then some basic price action is what I'm using. So like VWAP level 2 and basic price action. See, now everybody's asking for these songs. I told you guys, these are good, huh? These are Benzinga scanners. Here's the link. And like I said, if you want to help support your boy here, you can go check out Top Step. Top Step is the futures platform I'm using. There's no PDT rule in futures. It's open almost 24/7, and it's a funded account program for futures. And so they're going to give you a demo account. If you prove you're profitable with a demo, the base one's $30K. It's $120 for the first month. And if you prove you're profitable and make, I think it's $2,000 on that $30K account while following the rest of their rules and conditions, then they fund you that $30,000 as proprietary futures traders with an 80% profit split. They paid out millions to their traders last year, funded thousands. And if you want to help support me, I'll post this link. I am going to be biased, though, because I make a commission if you sign up. But if you want to check them out, here's the link. What do you watch for in level 2? Do you like... in level 2, I'm mostly looking for walls building up and then breaking. And so I'm looking at the price action. And so if we see like 661, and then we have a big gap in between 661 and like 650, then I usually wait, because that usually means we can't really judge momentum. But when I see and then if all of a sudden I start to see 661, 660, 660, 660, then I understand orders are coming in, and it's logical to assume that we might get a break over 661. And that's the best way I can really explain it. It's very complicated, and it kind of gets you into a flow state, if you will, behind like level 2 analyzation, but that's kind of how I do it, at least. Alright, so SENS, I was off by just a few pennies here. I was watching 230s. We got the pullback, and we got the ripped up to 250. So I was pretty close, honestly, with my analyzation here for SENS. Not bad. We were close enough. Yes, Shady. So, yeah, I mean, if you're not profitable, they're going to, yeah. But I think it's cheap relative to, it's $120 for the first month, which is pretty cheap relative to a lot of other funded account programs. Another way to help support us is by go checking out Webull. If you sign up for Webull and open up an account, you get 2 free stocks, and if you deposit $100, you get another 2 free stocks. So check out Webull. The link is in the description for Webull. You get 4 free stocks potentially on Webull right now. You got to sign up and open up an account, 2 free stocks, deposit $100, another 2 free stocks, free paper trading on Webull, and you can check the link in the description if you want more info. Yeah, I mean, you're allowed to trade your own. I mean, yeah, I mean, basically, they're going to give you a demo account, and if you make money and prove you're profitable, they're going to fund you. If you don't make money, you lose what you paid for. So I think it's really good for traders that are profitable, that know they're profitable, but might not have the capital to really push and try to get, take some big swings, and so they could sign up for that instead. And I think that's a good workaround. So if you don't have the capital, but you know you're a good trader, even if you're not a good trader, even if you don't think you're a good trader, I think Top Step has helped me learn the futures market in a better way, and it's pretty cheap, $120 a month. It's not super expensive relative to a lot of other places. For SENS, I don't know if it's too late or not. I wouldn't buy it up here. And there's the 250 break. Hey, nice, Rian. Congrats, bro. Yeah, no worries. Alright, so we're rejecting at 250 for SNES. We'll see what happens. Trxc just broke over 3. So we'll see if we hold here or not. At $3. Yeah, like I said, guys, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. We do this live for free every single day. We're not experts here. We don't claim to be experts here at this channel. And what we really are here for is we're just a free resource and community for traders to get together, learn, grow with. And so if you appreciate free content like this, hit the subscribe button. We do this live every single day. We don't sell courses or services. We post affiliate links for other services, but you know, we don't sell our own course or service. We don't claim to be experts, and, you know, really we're just a place to brainstorm ideas from. So if you appreciate free content and movements like that, really hit the subscribe button, click the bell, turn on notifications, hit that like button as well. Hey, thank you, Christian. I appreciate that, dude. ASMB, I mean, ASMB is just really low volume. I mean, daily chart looks really weak as well. I don't know what's going to happen, but to me it looks weak for ASMB. I don't know, though. It's not really my style. I'm not really much of a swing trader. Hey, thanks, Mo. Appreciate that, dude. AMC. They're mostly talking about long-term, Hannah. So they're mostly talking about like they're mostly talking about like crashes or big drops. What they're really meaning is that the market will correct itself to the market will always correct to the market will always revert back to the price it should be. All right, so even if a stock gets hyped up or even if a stock gets oversold, the market's always going to correct back to the price it should be per supply and demand. That's basically what they're saying. Check the description, Richard. It's in the description, brother. I had it. I don't know what happened to it. I had it. I thought I saved it here, but I guess I didn't. I short futures. I made most of my money in futures today. We're up $113 in futures, and that's where we made most of the money today. So I short futures, not penny stocks. Penny stocks, it's too difficult to short. You got to locate and pay extra for shorts. And so for me, with penny stocks, even though I think most penny stocks fail, I'm just not much of a shorter when it comes to penny stocks. Mostly long. AVGR. How do I think the market's going to go with the inauguration? I guess it just depends on how that goes. I don't really know. I think cannabis stocks, if it goes smoothly, I think cannabis stocks will probably spike up some. Not crazy big, but they might. I don't know, but I think if it goes well, I think cannabis stocks will probably move up. And I think the market as a whole might move down. Once it fully happens. I think as a whole, I think the market might move down, and the reason I think that is because Biden has been very open about being pretty strict on trading and investing. He's been a little bit to me, it's a little bit overboard when it comes to like the restrictions on trading and investing, that he wants to do the higher tax capital gains, and so I think that is going to cause some worried sentiment, and that might make the stock market drop. But I think cannabis stocks might do well. We'll see. You never really know. It's easy to get into trading futures, but it's difficult to make money in futures. I'm using Top Step, and so again, Althea, I'm using Top Step. I think it's pinned to the top of the page. I still think it is. Let me make sure. Yeah, so check out the pin on the very top of the page. That's Top Step. It's the funded account program I use for futures. All right, so AVGR is ripping up here. We'll see. It's at 240s right now. So we rejected at 250. We'll see what happens. Trxc is still pushing up. It's at 310s. We'll see if it rejects here at this 308 previous pre-market high up there. I'm trading the E-mini, the micro E-mini. Okay. Oh yeah, well I'm mostly trading the E-mini and the micro E-mini, so I'm trading ES and MES. To be specific, the current symbol on Top Step for the ES for me is ESH1, and the micro is MESH1 is what I'm trading. Yeah, my friend Kelly used to call me Jukebox Johnny because she said that I was really good at picking out music, and so I appreciate the kind words about my music selection, sir. Yeah, I can trade the micros. Alright, look at CRNT. It's kind of starting to fight its way back. Kind of. It's trying to make some moves. Yeah, ORGS is getting a little bit too. ORGS getting some volume. Hey, thank you, BR. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, NDRA is starting to head back up. Alright, so SC&S broke over 250s, is at 260 now. We'll see what happens here. So we did hold over 250. Let's see if we pull back to like 250, hold that as support, and then continue up. To be honest though, we're starting to get kind of extended up here for SC&S. I don't know what it's going to do, obviously, but for me, it's getting a little bit extended up here now. We got some resistance. I mean, we got 275, so we got like here. See what happens when we hit 275. We might pull back to 250, and if we hold, it's still going to be strong, I think. But, man, we're getting a little extended, in my opinion. WWR. Yeah, I'm kind of looking at WWR. Alright guys, so yeah, I'm probably going to close it down. I don't see much else that I really like. And so, like I said, I really do appreciate you all joining me here today, team. If you want to support me, like I said, you can go check out Top Step. And Top Step's a funded account program for futures where if you prove you're profitable with a demo, they fund you in the futures market. And so the base one's $30K, but they have packages all the way up to over $100K. They paid out over $2 million last year to their profitable traders in withdrawals. They're regulated in the US and they funded thousands last year. And so again, you can see the link. It's pinned to the top of the chat. If you look at the very top, it's pinned there. You can also go check out Webull. If you sign up and open up an account, you get 2 free stocks. And if you deposit $100, you get another 2 free stocks. And so a very rare 4 free stocks if you sign up and deposit $100 to a Webull account. You can find that link for Webull in the description if you want to help support your boy here. Remember to hit that like and subscribe button. We do this live every single day for free right here on YouTube. We're not experts. We don't claim to be experts. We're just a resource for traders to get together and learn. And if you appreciate stuff like that, hit the like and subscribe button. I definitely appreciate it. I do earn free stocks if you sign up to Webull, and I make a commission if you sign up to Top Step. And so I am going to be biased in their favor. Understand that moving forward. I always try to be transparent about that. But yeah, if you appreciate the support, hit the like, hit the subscribe button. We'll see you guys a little bit later. I appreciate you all watching, the channel and being here every day, guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow, same time as always. Yeah, it's alright. He just got banned quick. So, it's alright, Steve. Hey, listen. Love you all. Have a good day. Appreciate the support. Good luck. We'll see you guys next time. Have a good day, team. See you guys later.